Boom! And the audio is working. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the shit. Welcome back. And tonight...
To the Anti-Ed Podcast.
To the Anti-Ed Podcast. The Anti-Ed
One
2
time,
podcast.
Bresler, one time, bro.
Listen. I got this. I know what I'm doing, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have none other than, first and foremost, Mike Molaison. What the fuck, buddy? I can't believe we got you on here. How you doing, man?
Fucking A. I'm hanging in there, man. Glad to kick it with the boys for a little bit, man. It's been a while since I've seen each one of you.
Yeah, it's been a little too long.
It's been a while.
Been a little too long. And also, surprise lateral make coming in last minute on the show is the slickest of the Ricks, Ricky Haley. What's happening, my friend?
What's up, man? Nothing much, just chilling.
Yeah.
Excited to talk to you guys. Haven't seen Molaison and shit, I don't even know. I feel like my wedding was the last time I saw you.
No, it had to be after your wedding.
It was?
Be, but
maybe like randomly, like I don't even know, like around
during Christmas 3 years ago or something random like that. Like you.
Dude, I don't know, man. Yeah, maybe Christmas. I haven't came home for the holidays in like 6-7 years. I think there was like one time in there, maybe.
Yeah. So
could have been your wedding. I saw Jeff after that. Sometimes I put you Haley boys because like I see y'all once every half a decade. I mean mix up juggle the sightings, but Jeff was I ran into him a couple times randomly. Crazy.
Oh, I forgot to do a bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna do that while you guys.
You were doing a lot of things, though.
Get it going, dude.
Yeah.
Take care of it.
Now, real quick, Mike. So, I want to kick this off. Damn it! I forgot what I was gonna say. It was good though. It was good. You know what? I'll say it for the next time you come on. But so here's the interesting thing though: is this is the Anti-Ed Podcast. Typically, and by typically I mean everyone that's ever been on here has been a full-blown skateboarder. But you're one of those rare exceptions of, even though you didn't like full-blown skate, and in fact you didn't really skate at all, you were still just part of the whole scene anyway. You know what I mean? So between all of you three, like, how would you all answer that question? Like, what was it about Mike where he was allowed in even though he didn't skate? I mean, we all know the answer deep inside, but how would you verbalize that answer?
We trusted Sean, Sean brought him in, and then he was just cool as shit, dude.
Well, certainly.
It was Sean. Sean and I played, we tried out for basketball together freshman year.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yep. And we became road dogs. We were like, we were the underdogs in like going into Kingwood ninth grade campus basketball, and we both hustled. We put it out there. B-ball. We laid it down on the court, but they just weren't picking the kids, so we took to recreational activity that filled the place of like where basketball tryouts and like workouts.
Like smoking out the Gravitron or something.
Yes, sir.
More like
yeah, sir. Smoking in the woods. Real funny story. One time, Sean and I, not too long after not getting like on the basketball team, because like for me, I didn't have a lot of money, like China's Car Wash. I was there for a while. It was either sports or work for me, and I just got cut from basketball, and I think I was like, work it is. So I applied to like be a lifeguard or whatever, and Sean and I went to smoke after school, and we're in the Greenbelt trails, and all of a sudden I'm like, fuck, I've got an interview in like 15 minutes at like the Woodland Hills pool, and I just fucking absolutely tossed it down to Woodland Hills. It was probably like a 12-minute bike, and I think I made it in 9, and I was super fucking clipped. I was high as balls. And I went and sat down in front of the lady who did all of the like the Kingwood pools, like the interviews. And I just locked in. I was zoned, just staring at her face and answering her questions. And after she's like, you have such good eye contact, and like I can tell that you're just so focused on everything. I'm all yeah, Yeah,
And quick
good.
interjection. Hold on.
Focus.
And Mike always had all the essentials like the Visine, the
Yeah.
to make you smell good. Like he had his backpack and with all his stuff.
Yeah, I rolled. I had some breath mints, the Visine, a little
definitely
Axe body spray. Fuck around.
Dude, the axe, probably, yeah, the axe back in the day,
dude. What do you need? What do you need?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, good times. But no, I would say the combination of that, of me probably later working at Shiner's Car Wash, and then also having different fingers, like finger holds that went into the group. Like I met, long fucking story of friends and shit, but like knowing Kendall introduced me to Chris, and then Chris fucks with y'all, but Chris didn't skate, but he like certainly had a lot of like encompassing friends. So for me, I think it was just one, the proximity of my job, and then just being down with like 60% of y'all, like the Roonies. I started fucking with them. I knew 60%. I knew Shannon before.
Who's the other 40%? No, I don't gotta go there. We don't gotta say it. But hold on. All right, let me say something. So yeah, so we met at 9th grade tryouts, and I remember like we were probably the only two that smoked weed out of all that group, that whole group.
Yes.
And like before anybody, and it's funny because there was like the who's who was there out of basketball, right? Which I played with like a bunch of guys that I played with in the CBO league a couple of years before that, and was beating them. They were all like 6 inches taller than me, and like super athletic. I remember I was trying out for point guard, and I was the last one doing the 10x10s every time. Yeah. And they're like, dude, you can't have a point guard that's slower than your center. So I had no chance.
No, for me it was, man, I was telling my neighbor today, she was talking about, well, where do I want to send my kids? We're thinking about moving. You know, I live in the Loop, and they're like, we're looking at suburbs and shit, like schools for our children and all that. And I was like, well, you don't want to stunt your kids with sports. You know, my parents sent me to St. Martha's. I went to private school, middle school, and then just hopped into like Kingwood basketball. But
oh, you went to
that's
St.
right.
Martha's.
You went to St. Martha's.
Yeah, I had all that. Like Sean, you were dealt with like a height advantage. I was alright, but fuck, man, I had no hustle. I had no coaching. I had no J. Like,
yeah, you were like, see,
we want to see hustle. The cat I went up against was 6'3", and he would just glide. He just glide across on the sprint and shit. He was getting chosen.
Well, and then on top of that, I fucking on tryout day, I literally missed all my shots on purpose because I did not want to play. And my parents made me. They made me do athletics. And when tryouts came, I was like, I don't care, dude. I'm smoking weed with Mike and skating. You know, who gives a fuck? I'm gonna go work at Shiners. I'll wash some cars and skate.
Wait, Sean, did you work at Shiners like early on?
One day.
I think he did briefly. Maybe even one day.
I probably just contracted him out to clean weed.
Yeah.
took 20%, gave him 80. Everybody was winning.
Dude, Shiners was a legit job. Mike got me my job, first job, dude.
Yeah, Ricky
Shiners.
worked there. Mike worked there. Sean kind of worked there.
I think they hired me a little too young. And by the way, I didn't wear this shirt and mention the car wash 3 times. I'm fucking writing Bernie a goddamn. I'm sending Bernie the bill for this shit. He just fucking expanded and shit. I'm like, you got more marketing on the line. You got more marketing on the line than you know, Bernie. You didn't ask.
Have you seen the property? It's like, dude, they're making a full-blown car wash. It's crazy.
You think he still owns that shit?
No way.
I asked somebody. I was talking to someone not too long ago, super random.
Yeah.
And I said, does Bernie still own that? And they said, yeah. He just did a huge remodel. I haven't seen it, but.
And
he wasn't something of a dickhead. He was a fucking nerd, but he wasn't a dickhead or anything.
I liked him. I thought he was cool.
Yeah, nerds are great as long as they're not dicks. And
yeah, of course.
And so real quick, Jeff Haley is for some reason not on the show, but he is in the chat room, and he just simply wanted to say the word yacht. Okay. Also, Johnny Balls is in the chat room. Thanks for hanging out, Johnny Balls. Yes, again, the affiliate deal is, listen, sir, we've done our part, and you did your part. Again, thank you very much. And we Hadoukened directly at Twitch. And, yeah, we're just waiting on those tax forms to come through. So, there we go. But, like I said, Johnny Balls, we're going to hook you up the same way you did us. Now, real quick, Mike, because especially growing up around all of us, surely at some point you must have at least thought, even if only for a couple of days or a week, like, yeah, I'm going to learn how to skate and fucking shred like these dudes. Like, did that ever even cross your mind, or did you just not give a shit and you just were all about just being around? You know what I mean? Because you were around for some of the most epic moments in history, as far as, you know, our growings up. What am I, Canadian? Right. Growings up?
It is what it is. That vocabulary, Brian. No, man, I think well before I fucked with your whole crew, well before I met Sean, I figured out I wasn't coordinated on a skateboard. It wasn't for me, and there's learned activities, but I guess that wasn't one that I had no skateboard influence before I started fucking with y'all. And then maybe I just thought like I was too fast. I mean, I'm sure all y'all can remember at least the time with me like doing the slow moving like wheels barely turning, like kickflip or trying at least.
Oh yeah, you know? Dude, I've seen Molaison ride around on a skateboard.
Yeah,
I probably landed like 6 kickflips from like the 2004 to 2008 or whatever, whenever like I left that area. But no, I thought about revisiting before. Like I thought about how tight it would be if I could skateboard. Like I would enjoy it. But man, these days I've got a longboard, and I sometimes I don't get to park in my driveway because you know, I live in a bunch of townhouses and shit, and there's 3 of us that live here, and we got 2 spots in the driveway, and I can kick about 3 times on my longboard and wind up at my truck. It's pretty chill.
There you go. Wait, where are you living at, Mike?
Man, I'm right off of Washington Avenue.
So Houston?
Yeah, in Houston.
Word.
And now I also have to, you know, another thing that you do have, Mike, is a mustache that actually looks like it belongs there. You know what I mean? Like, so many people grow mustaches and it just looks terrible, but your mustache looks great.
Yeah, I'll take that, bud. That's a good compliment. It never has attached here, right? I can't do a goatee.
I noticed that. Yeah,
that
was my next question.
I clean shaved myself, which I feel like I look like 23. And as far as like my current line of work, it doesn't suit me well, looking really young. I can do a standalone mustache, only this, you know. It's authoritative, but some would say creepy. You know what I mean? Like it's authoritative.
Dude, it's tough to pull off a solo mustache.
Yeah. It is these days, man. It really is, and I've done it, but no, I can't. I appreciate that, man. The only thing I can enjoy is just like having a little beard and then my mustache, whatever it'll do. Got my Fu Manchu piece there, and thanks, dude. I mean that really kind of hypes me.
Dude, it's
like, hold on, Brian. Do you think I could pull off just a mustache? What do you think?
You would look like a scumbag. See, that's perfect.
He's a dad, though. He's a dad.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You gotta. It's not just the looks.
My credibility goes up at least a little bit because I'm a dad.
No, after like 7 fucking months, dude. You've got probably 3/4 of looking like a scumbag to be fair with Bresler, and then you get some credibility.
Yeah. Like, dude, just imagine if I had a fucking just a mustache. Like, I would look so preposterous. Like, not many people can pull off a mustache, but you actually pull it off pretty well. All right, we got some new people in the chat room. Hey, what's up, folks? See, we got some listeners here. By the way, the sound alerts are working. We have some new sound alerts from some of our previous episodes. There's a really good one of Rooney, if you want to play that. And do enjoy them while they're free because, like Johnny Balls has been harping on about in the chat room, it's any day now we're going to get our deal, which means...
I'll eat your ass.
Which means I will eat your ass. But it won't be for free anymore. It's going to be for like $1. So enjoy all the free ass eating while you can. And there's only going to be a couple more streams where everything is free. Now, the show itself will always be for free. Don't get that wrong, folks. But all these fun bells.
Why'd you put me on when shit was still free, boy? You know I'm money making.
Dude, well,
you know I'm grossing. You just trying to build that.
Trying to get a cut.
Marketing.
Oh, that's
the king of marketing right here.
I mean a cut. Like I'm all about my money.
We're gonna have you back multiple times, especially since Monroe couldn't make it, and
yeah, we gotta have you back with Monroe, with JJ, with
the Hurricane. Dude, don't put together the Hurricane crew.
But yeah, so just imagine
the Hurricane crew, dude, driving around in Monroe's Explorer.
I'm done.
And
in
fact,
dude, that was the Hurricane crew.
In fact, let's okay, we just got followed by whole 1288. That might be the worst username I've ever seen since we started this.
Eat my neighbors.
No, thank you. Now,
I'm out on that.
But yeah, no. So here's the thing, Mike. Is after a few days from now, the next time we do this, you're gonna walk. Not only are we gonna have fun, just hang out and talk, but then at the end of the show, you're gonna have like an extra $20 in your pocket, maybe 15, maybe 10.
I'd probably rip like 5 shots of whiskey for that.
Yeah, dude, that's a solid couple of quesaritos from Taco Bell, whatever it is you do with your money.
Fucking A.
And isn't that
hold up. Do y'all remember Ricky and Mike whenever we were driving down Westlake Houston and that car came zooming past us in the car and he started racing it, Rick?
Yeah. No. Oh, Rick, did you give him any sauce?
Dude, I do not remember this. Wait, which way were we going on? We're on Lake Houston.
All right, we're going Westlake Houston towards Tom's house.
Okay.
Right.
No, dude, that was the fucking motorcycle that like blared by us.
Wrong.
No. It was a rice rocket.
It was
not rice rocket.
The car that took the green belt.
It was a Subaru that came barreling.
Yes,
No.
You were there, Mike?
I'm sorry. Yeah, absolutely.
We were in the Camaro. Mike was sitting shotgun. I was fucking squinched up in the back.
Dude, it was only right back then, Sean. You would get shotgun nowadays, bud. Even rolling with me. Hey, the funny part, we're going to Schneider's house, and this car comes ripping past, and I'm like, Rick, the dude wants heat. Give it to him, dude. Like, come on, you're not in this Camaro for nothing. Give it to him. Rick's like, nah, I'm cool, dude. Like,
he was already flying, though, dude.
If we hadn't been drinking, we'd been smoking, and that dude was absolutely zip past you. I'm gonna roast him. Just instinct, but we didn't. And then, dude, not fucking 5 seconds later, we see like red and blue lights coming behind. We take our turn doing our own thing, going in the neighborhood, and then I feel like we took that long road going all the way down. We hung a left. And I'll be damned if that motherfucker don't pop out of the green belt.
Yeah, it comes flying out of the green belt.
Turns the left, like rally car driver shit. And,
he took a chunk out of that curb, man.
Did he? Well, and it's funny. I mean, he could have fucked up his wheel, but he got going off like pretty good ahead, and then all of a sudden the police come up like behind. He had turned off his lights, and he's just looking with his green, like with his flash. He lost that boy.
Yeah, he got out.
I wouldn't doubt if he got out that night.
Wait,
so he got out for sure.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, but yeah, not every. Oh, by the way, whoever that was, HLL 1288, I was just joking. In fact, just to make you not look as bad, look at my name in the chat room. Anti-Ed 2. Now, we all think of anti-Ed as. Listen, here's the thing. Erectile dysfunction wasn't a term until after anti-ed was already invented. So look at my name. It says anti-erectile dysfunction too. So if you think your name sucks, my name sucks way more. So if that makes you feel any better. Probably not, though. You probably just think I'm an even bigger asshole now I think about it. I'm sorry.
Mike,
I don't know what to tell you.
Who's in the Hurricane crew? Jeff is asking.
Ooh.
Oh, dude, fucking Jeff.
Hurricane crew.
Dude, yeah, it was. They would mob around in the Hurricane.
Yeah, man.
I think I made like a little appearance and popped in the car one time.
I'd say Jeff might have spent more time, but it was gonna be Monroe, myself, Sean Rice. I think we probably had both Haley boys like on a day or another. And then shit, at that point, I need some help. Like maybe Monroe can help. Like it
I'm sure
wasn't.
Justin was up in there a little bit. Would be my guess.
Justin was probably up in there.
Bennett,
I think
Rest in
what
peace.
happened was I grabbed like 2 ounces or something. I used to get swag at like a low from this cat, and I got like 2 ounces before the hurricane, just preparing, doing what I did. And
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, I was
Yeah,
wondering
yeah,
what the
yeah,
fuck were you talking
we
about?
had that
I remember now.
big ass blue bone
glass piece,
that I
yeah.
got. It was white and blue swirl, and we would rip that thing in the back of Monroe's truck. And I'll be damned if fucking at least 672 times somebody like mid rip wasn't like cop, and
Oh my god, dude!
touch a bong below the seat.
Cop.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That was-
Dude, holy shit!
to answer
I
Justin,
remember. Oh my
the
god!
Hurricane crew didn't have an exclusive membership, maybe
Oh my
like
God,
NKN
no.
did, but fuck, like the Hurricane crew was a rotating like 7-man crew who just got plays the fuck. What Hurricane
No,
was
I
that?
remember. And then it
Dude,
became a thing.
I wanna say,
and then
like-
it became a hold on, Rick.
Rita.
It became
Like
a
Rita, that was my
joke.
guess,
We
yeah.
would start saying cop, just to fuck with you. It was so fun.
Of course, it was absolutely a joke. Like I don't think someone ever did that when there was a cop.
Dude,
like we might
dude.
just be like, oh, hey dude, watch it. Try to keep that down when there's a cop over there. I remember I turned on the windows, but it was only an exaggeration. That would fuck everybody
Dude,
up.
I totally forgot about that. That's
God,
hilarious.
And it wasn't only on like during hurricane fucking week or whatever.
Nah.
Dude, it's
That shit
because
carried
on all
on, like-
times we were doing the sketchiest shit that if we got pulled over, dude, like fucking just smoking blunts
Bresler-
with the windows up, like dude, if the
Bresler was-
fucking cop pulled up, we'd be fucked.
well, dude, Bresler with the fucking Explorer, dude, the 2-door Explorer, he never tinted those windows, dude.
I
You could
know.
always see eight homies in that thing, and at least 4 joints. Like,
I know, dude.
Bresler had the huge fishbowl, bro.
No. Bresler had a 4-door
Yeah.
and Scruggs had the 2-door.
Yeah, Scruggs.
Yeah,
Scruggs had the
Scruggs
two-door
had the
blue one,
two-door.
that bright blue one,
okay,
dude.
okay.
And we would
Yeah.
get in there like 8 or 9 people deep somehow. We would
But-
all squeeze into that thing.
Mike is right
I
though.
think I
My
only did
very
it, like,
first
twice, and I
car,
was like, I'm
my
out.
very first car was the Explorer, and we did that too in that vehicle also. But yeah,
What, didn't you have a
Dude,
black
we
one? You had
kept
the
like
OG
a
black
gravity
one?
bong in yours,
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, mine was black. We had. Oh, don't even get me started on the Bresler Hellmobile stories. I don't know.
John, we used to rip that Gravitron at your house, dude. Funny story. I had that Gravitron until probably 5 years ago or something like weird, and like I just had this like big rotating, or like not rotating, but like this big congregating gang of tools, and I sold someone that Gravitron, and I probably still got like $20 for it.
Wait, is that the one that you
Wait,
got from
yeah,
like
there's
Kevin
a big-
McKee, Sean, for walking across the fucking the pole, the
No, it's
long
Kevin
ass
McCombs.
Kevin
Kevin McCombs. I probably.
Is that
Yeah,
was like
dude,
the
check
first
this
one
out.
you got?
All right, this is a good story. This is a really good story. So, I had an 1/8 of Chronic. And it was super dank, and I was like, all right, where am I gonna smoke this? Okay, I got to get Kevin's Gravitron so we can just get as high as possible, off this weed. And so we go into the woods over there by Matt Clark. Is that his name? That he used to live over.
Yeah,
what was that
dude,
kid's
kind of
name?
fat, like a little bit
Yeah.
fat kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt
Yeah.
Clark, dude. Matt Clark.
Matt Clark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Little
was like-
chubby, like yeah, dude.
Yeah, he could have got
Yeah,
the
dude.
hands, but it's never that bad. It's like, all right, fuck
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Matt Clark. Yeah,
But he
you
had
know,
that
like,
face. But he
I
had
don't gotta
that
take
face.
you today. You could.
He had that face where it was like it almost seemed like he was always kind of looking for a fight,
Yeah, a little flap. on
Sometimes.
his face,
Anyways,
like-
over there in the woods, and me and Kevin just sit down and we start just chain smoking out of the Gravitron, and then we start like hearing things like ruffling of the leaves, and we were there for like maybe an hour or two in the woods, and then we left, and then I looked at that pipe that crosses that little ditch,
Yeah, it was right by
by
Pipe
Monroe's
Sledge.
house.
Right in between.
Yeah, right
Carroll
by
and
Pipe
Monroe's-
Sledge.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and it's parallel to that walking bridge, where the Greenbelt path goes over. But
Yeah,
I was looking,
yeah,
I was like, dude, Kevin, I'll bet you the shit that's in my pocket versus your Gravitron that I will walk across that pipe. And he was like, deal. And so I start doing it, and he's on the bridge, and I just start power walking over it. Like,
damn, dude, because that shit, it's a drop when you get in the middle.
The funny thing is that the downfall in that was you probably like a broken leg.
Yeah, it was a drop.
Dude, it could have been bad.
Broken legs in an arm, like one in an arm.
You weren't even holding it with your hands. You were just walking straight
did
across.
They not? I was actually just by those, looking at those pipes that run across, because like I was in Kingwood like a couple days ago, and they put up these big like antennas basically that make it where you like can't get around them. Like, was that
that wasn't there?
Yeah, those. I think like all of them had that except for that one for some reason.
Anyways, so check it out. So I start power walking across it, and Kevin's like, "Fuck!" and he's like trying to distract me. He's like, "Hey." He's like, "I'm about to lose my Tron," you know, and he reacts quickly, and he said, "Dude, there's people coming." He starts like, "Don't mess up," kind of shit, you know, when someone's about to jump off the high dive, and and I just ignored him, and I got across, and I was like, got the Gravitron, and that's how I had it.
Yeah, I think you probably sold it to me whenever you like got off in some trouble or something.
Yeah, I would get rid of them. I've had a couple of them, and I would get rid of them every time I got in trouble.
Yeah, I remember just smoking that yellow skunk or whatever the fuck it was, dude. It was like yellow skunk or something at my parents' house, and that was like one of the only few times I smoked out of that thing, and I was like, all right, this is too much. I'm done.
Yeah, dude, it makes you cough like a motherfucker.
At my parents' house on that cement table, the circle cement table in the backyard. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, one time I passed out in between your parents, like their main house and the guest house, and I was right off the sidewalk. It was the night that I don't love admitting this. It is what it is. It was my first knockout ever, but Fuzz knocked me out in a box.
Damn.
Oh,
wait, were y'all just boxing, like
dude.
boxing for fun?
Yeah, they're just boxing.
We were boxing. Shit. We had gloves on. It was nothing malicious. We were boxing at night, I might add. We were
it was probably late in the night. Yeah.
Fuzz had some different kind of strength, you know, some chemical induced strength. That probably or definitely I had no part in.
Nah, Fuzz just got lucky.
He caught me on the chin because it was probably 10 at night, and there was no
out in the backyard, dude.
No light. Yeah, we were right around. It's funny because I didn't get knocked out and go to sleep there, but we were right about in the middle of like the guest house and the main house. So there was no light. We weren't catching no light off of the deal. So he caught me on the chin. I came to
it. You know what, dude? We got lucky, like with those house parties, that nothing like really, really bad happened.
Seriously,
it stayed like relatively low key for them. I think the worst thing I can think of is someone backing into Tom Guth's car or some shit. And there was like,
oh yeah, I think I remember something like that.
I
don't think anything really bad ever happened.
Not really.
So, I was always trying to keep it under control a little bit because like I knew my parents were gonna be home like shortly after and shit. But
yeah, I think I drove into your mailbox one time. That's about the gnarliest thing I can remember.
Dude, yeah, that mailbox has been taken out like 10 times.
Yeah, was it nothing out of the ordinary, exactly.
For some reason, I pictured a big solid brick one, but okay, a little mailbox. That's a post, you know.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Flat couldn't have been happy about it, but I'm sure.
I think it fucked up his speakers a few times. That's probably the worst shit that ever happened.
For me, the worst shit that ever happened after a Haley house party was like that same, probably like, got knocked out by a Fuzz, unfortunate, partied on. Passed out right off the sidewalk in between the houses. Woke up at 6 a.m. I had snuck out. I was grounded or something, and I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, how'd I get home? And like, I lived in Trailwood. You lived in Forest Cove, but you were on the Trailwood side of Forest Cove. And I was like, oh, I gotta wake somebody up. And I shake the fuck out of Rooney until he gets up. Well, please bring me home. And he does. Drops me right around the corner from my house. Hop the garage. Get on the roof. I'm opening the window to my room.
Oh, shit.
It's about 6:45 in the morning. My brother wakes up, my oldest brother. He looks at me kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, lock the door. I could hear my mom walking down, and my mom was an early resident. She's walking down. I'm like, please lock it. And he won't. He's like, no. and I'm just like there when mom opens the door in the window, fully clothed, shoes on.
Oh man.
Wait, so hold on.
Damn, for real?
Yep. I was about ready to climb in, and all I had to do was get in, probably kick my clothes off, kick my
And
shoes,
just jump in the bed,
under
dude.
covers.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can sleep with a shirt on. I never did, but I could have slept with a shirt on and not been questioned. But passed out, mom. I don't know. My brother said.
How many siblings do you have, Mike?
I got 4 siblings. I got 3 older brothers and a younger sister.
Okay.
All right, now, Mike, I'm going to ask you the same question that we asked our last guest on our last episode. Are you ready?
Sure.
I'll take that as a maybe.
Feel like it.
I'll take that as a maybe. All right. You have to murder one, you have to marry one, and you have to fuck one.
Oh, fuck.
Oprah Winfrey, a ham sandwich, and John Isbell.
What do I do with each of them?
You have to murder one, you have to marry one, and you have to fuck one. Oprah Winfrey, John Isbell, and a ham sandwich.
That's easy, dude.
No, but I want to hear Mike's answer. He's actually really thinking about this pretty hard.
Yeah. I gotta fucking marry John Isabel.
Yeah, dude, me too. I would say the same.
Wow.
Wow,
Marry
that's what
John Isabel.
That's what Jeff said.
Kill that ham sandwich,
Yeah.
and then I'm fucking Oprah, hoping
Yeah.
that I can get in her.
I
good
said
side.
the same thing.
Like hit it in the right direction, and then that maybe I get like a couple mil or something. You know?
See, wow, that's interesting because Jeff was our last guest, and he said he would also marry Isabel, but he said he would fuck the sandwich and murder Oprah. Was his decision.
Dude,
Yeah.
you make a real pickle of a question because I'm not gonna fuck or kill Isabel.
No, but when it comes to the
I'm
ham,
not doing that, dude. So,
But let's-
you fucking make it a pickle of a fucking question, man.
Hey,
and
I didn't say it was
I
an
don't give a
easy
fuck about
question.
A ham sandwich.
I
Dude,
didn't-
just think about all the
Oprah
laughs
now.
you've had
Oprah
for the
got
rest of your
cake.
life, Mary and Isabel.
Yeah, and
Well,
plus,
it's fucked up
you know,
because he wanted me to marry Oprah and kill Isabel, and like that's not right, dude.
That's what he's looking for.
I can't do it. I know. He wanted to see if I was of low moral fucking compass.
and plus, you know, you never know, you never quite know how fuckable something is until you fuck it, right? So the ham
This is
sandwich,
true.
you know,
I could fuck the ham sandwich, but I still have to kill Isabel, dude. Like that ain't right.
or you could mutant the ham sandwich as well, and that, you know, that could be just as good as fucking it, basically. But I just felt like that was an important question that needed to be asked at some point
I hear you.
throughout this show. Yes, absolutely.
Full compass, you're keeping with themes or whatever.
And Old Man Mountain 23, who are you? Do we know you? Do we know who that is? Probably not.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
But you sound old, even though you have the number 23.
Curious joiner.
Yeah. So Mike, what do you think? Do you think you're going to, I don't know, just going to stay there and stick it out in Texas with all this crazy madness going on? Or are you going to move to, like, Peru and become a shaman or some shit? Or, what's your game plan?
What's the madness that we speak of? Because it seems like there's a fuck ton of it. And what does leaving Texas do for me? You know, where are we at? What's the madness?
Oh, just, you know, the whole thing about the world just not knowing what the fuck is going on. We barely even know who's going to be president yet, even though we have it elected. We still don't know if that's even right. And, you know, next thing you know, I don't know. I wouldn't, because I'm sure we're all aware, since we were born and raised in Texas and we got our education in Texas, we were made fully aware of the fact that Texas is the only state that is allowed to secede from the Union whenever they decide things get too fucky and they don't want to fuck with America anymore. They're allowed to form their own country whenever they want. And they're the only state that's allowed to do that. And with everything that's happening, I almost wonder if they're going to cash that in sometime soon. Like, hey, you guys are too stupid and we know what we're doing. So we're just going to form our own little Texas country and you guys can suck off. Do you see that happening?
You see that every maybe 2 years, like secede comes up. I don't think it's very reasonable at all. I don't think that even the most conservative and the most right wing of folks are prepared to actually make that happen. I think Texas being a super economy driver, being a super populous place, a big tax revenue earner, all that considered, I still think that we depend a lot on the federal government. I'm not saying we couldn't exist without them, but I don't see it coming anytime soon in Texas. As for if I want it to happen or not, man, that's a fucking tough one. I'm a patriot. I believe in states' rights. I believe in small government. But Texas hadn't proven that.
Well, and
10th largest economy in the world.
Do what?
10th largest economy in the world.
Yeah, and it's impressive, and you know why? It's because it's a more so conservative place where business is allowed to thrive.
Okay, so hold on.
You have large populous cities. You have a reasonable cost of living, and so it brings a lot of business, man.
Well,
California. What's California doing right now? They're fucking suffering. All of their people are coming to Texas. Not all of their people, but a lot of them are. Yeah. And it's because the tax law that they voted in is fucking them over.
And, I've been seeing a lot of Cali and New York plates. Go ahead, Brian.
So Johnny Balls, who is he's in the chat room. He's probably the most OG watcher of this Twitch channel, going back months and months. So he's saying that he thought that what I said was true as well until what did he just say? Until he went to college a few years ago, he learned that the whole idea that Texas is allowed to secede from the Union is not true. But I don't know, because listen, Johnny Balls, here's the thing. In any sort of national celebration of any kind, some sort of president-elect or anything where all 50 states are represented, you will notice one thing. All of these states of all the other 49, all the flags of the other 49 states can only be raised a certain height. The American flag has to be raised a specific amount taller than the rest of the states. There's only one state that is allowed to be at the same height as the United States flag, and that is the state of Texas. And the reason why that is because of the whole after the war with Mexico thing. Their agreement was like, okay, we'll be a part of your stupid as fuck little country, but the split second we think it is stupid as fuck, we get to bail whenever we want. And that was the whole
the right to secede.
I think it's just Texas is more likely, and it's like always a topic of conversation. And Texas is like the main one that would have the power to maybe be able to pull that off.
But
but Rick, what are you saying about the flag and flying? Like you can't literally. There is etiquette to that, and whether everyone cares about it or not, like
I understand that that's true, but that has nothing to do with
with actually how a split up happens. So what everything I've heard on the topic is that Texas can, like by the state constitution, they can secede. The probability of it happening is below 2%. Like it's gotta be 1%. There's so much I feel like coercion or just mix up between state and federal that it's not gonna happen.
Hold on, current Supreme Court precedent in Texas versus White holds that the states cannot secede from the Union by an act of the state. More recently, Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia stated, if there was any constitutional issue resolved by the Civil War, it is that there is no right to secede. So she's saying that you can't.
Yeah, there are some serious, half the people are saying you can, in the chat room, half the people are saying you can't.
What did Sean? Where'd you pull that from? Where'd you pull that?
It's
I
it's
mean,
on
just because it was
Wikipedia.
ruled once before,
Yeah, it doesn't make
they
it
can still
right.
all
do it.
all
It can
I
still
That's
know,
be
the current
possible to
precedent,
yeah,
though.
happen.
all
Yeah.
all I
what you
know
guys
is
have to
what
realize,
I was.
Like they don't have any
once
right.
again,
Texas
I'm
doesn't have any right
not
to do
taking
that.
off a huge well, and that's determined by the people who write up letters, right? Did the U.S. have any right to declare independence
I don't think so,
from
Johnny
Great
Balls.
Britain?
That's what I'm saying.
So.
I'm agreeing with you.
Hold on,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I'm saying
but anyway, like all
One
I'm
second,
getting at
Johnny
not is
Balls.
like to get so political. The things that you'll look that up on, whether it be Google, whether it be Wikipedia, whether it be I don't know if I can ask you that. I don't give a shit. It's all liberal like owned, operated. My dad is a very conservative guy. He asked me if I'll use DuckDuckGo instead of Google, and it's super fucking inconvenient. So I
Okay,
won't do it.
so
But
I've got
everything else is filtered.
You know what? I've got to say that
True.
although the original I think Johnny Balls is actually right. So according to very good sources, initially when Texas first decided to agree to become a part of America, they were allowed to secede, but new laws have been passed over the last 150 years or so. And as of right now, I guess they are technically not allowed to secede any more than any other state. So Johnny Balls, I think, was actually right. But it still raises the question, why is Texas flag the only flag that's allowed to be raised at the same height as the American flag? So what's that about?
Let's see.
I would guess
I'll
that they maintain a little bit of honor. I'd guess they maintain a little bit of honor in that transition.
It's just because we make the most money. Come on, it's simple as that. The biggest earners.
Yeah. How the fuck did we start talking about this anyway? It's probably my fault.
Because you asked about Texas and if Mike was staying there.
You did.
Brian?
You did. Now you probably know that I'm a bit of a conservative lad.
It's all right. That's all right.
I'll fucking speak on it.
I don't know. I don't think you knew that.
We're on this podcast, but I'm a conservative fella, and in my professional career.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there with you, Mike.
I can't speak on it. I can't. It's so unpopular to be conservative these days that it's like if you're conservative, you could lose your job because of it. If you're liberal and you push those views, then it's either you're fine or great fucking job. We
All right, I got here.
Right thing.
This is from Dallas Morning News. The story goes, because Texas was once an independent nation, it is the only state that can fly its flag at the same height.
Oh, that's what it is.
Got grandfathered in. Fair enough.
I mean,
yeah, basically.
I guess it's basically saying, look, you can have us, but we're still gonna flex. You know.
Yeah.
But like Johnny Balls was, Maya, welcome back to the chat room. How are you here? Oh, yeah, you must have followed. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, all you new people, if you could hit that follow button, it's free and it does us good and it makes us happy. And we'd like to make you happy. So help us be happy so we can make you happy. Johnny Balls, that's too many words. I don't think I can read that. I will read it once I stop talking. Yeah, actually, I want to read that right now. Back to you, sirs. Wait, who is Old Man Mountain 23? I'm curious. Does anybody know who that is?
I don't.
I don't.
I have a feeling it's Ricky.
You
know what? Speaking of
Ricky made that screen name.
Dude,
remember when
me?
we were listening? Yeah, remember when we were listening to Brian's show when we were in Montana?
Oh, dude, yes.
That was hilarious.
God, dude.
Yeah, we were talking to Ricky in the chat, but we didn't know it was him, but we had a suspicion it was him.
Found
and
that
Ricky was
random,
in.
like that picture of that dude on Google. Like,
yeah,
I forgot what he. I can't even remember what the screen name was. No, I didn't make it here.
This was during one of your shows, Brian, on the Fringe FM.
Shit, I don't remember. I don't know.
Remember we were in Montana.
Whenever you were at my
you were
house
doing your
in
show.
Bozeman. Whenever you were in Montana.
Yeah. Oh, in Bozeman, yeah.
Yeah.
And
ooh, fuck! I hear good things about Bozeman.
Dude, Mike, when you coming up,
it's
man?
the best.
Come out here and let's go snowboarding or ski. You ski or snowboard?
I ski. I've done both. I was a terrible snowboarder. I think it leads back to my issues in skating.
Skateboarding skills. Yeah.
But yeah, I've skied a few times, and like I can go down a black comfortably once warmed up on like while skiing. But I'd really like to snowboard again, man.
Yeah, see, here's the thing is we can't associate ourselves with you if you wear skis. So if you just want to wear a snowboard,
dude, I ride with tons of skiers. I ride with plenty
Brian
of skiers.
speaks for himself at all times. Just so
I knew Rick was gonna be a guy.
I feel like I speak for all reasonable humans when I speak for myself.
When Brian says we,
you're a boarder?
He's actually talking about himself.
When I say we, I mean normal, respectable skateboarding, good skateboarding people.
As far as I know, Rick's a boarder, but he's just saying he won't fucking Silence of the Lambs me because I ride on skis.
Well, yeah, I got tons of skier friends.
I'm just saying you're gonna do a lot better if you just have a snowboard.
As far as sick. I mean, look, well, the first time I ever snowboarded, I was dating this girl. Her parents we went to Durango, and they're like, "We're gonna get you a full day of lessons." Maybe it was a fucking half day. I wasn't their kid or anything. Fuck it. So they put me in lessons. Like the instructor's pretty hot, man. Her uncle, as soon as I like catch a break, he's like, "Yeah, how's the fucking instructor?" I'm like, "You're a dickhead, dude. You're gonna make shit weird with my girlfriend." But no, they put me through a good bit of instruction, and I felt confident. I'm like, all right, I'm not great at this, but like I can learn more. And my girl and I hop on the lift, dude, and we hop off on some greens, and we take it down. And I was like, shame on you. I'm fucking biting face the whole time, and I'm like, shame on you for thinking I gotta handle that. And I was like, you're the fucking worst, you know, like.
Dude, if you don't live like
because I was a shit skier, or you're shit
snowboarder. Yeah, if you don't live in like an area where you can go all the time, like I wouldn't switch to a whole new sport. Like stick with what you know, and skiing is just it's a little easier to like I don't know. In the end, they're about the same, but to learn quickly, skiing is easier to learn quickly.
Well, and the thing is, I mean, I'm lucky to get there once a year and do it. So I think you're right.
Where do you go? Crested Butte. For the most part.
For the most part, it's been a few years. Like last time I went to Crested Butte was last year, actually, for my buddy's wedding. But I haven't skied Crested Butte in a few years. I've done Loveland. Like I don't know, man. I actually don't really
just wherever you can go.
I don't have a ski home. Yeah, I just try to build up a trip whenever I can.
Dude, yeah, come up here. I got a house. You could stay here. I got tons of gear, everything you need.
Oh shit!
We can go to Big Sky Resort.
To be fair, man, you've offered before. It's a matter of finding a little time and making sure it works for you. I'm 100% in on.
Well, I don't got a job, so whenever works for me. So.
Oh shit! I love it. Not that I don't love that. I hope that you find employment much.
No, I'll figure it out. It was my own choice that I don't have a job, so we're all good.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. Now,
it's cool. Cool when you could take a little. My one of my roommates right now is just his company. He was let go, and he's all got a little time to figure it out, and he's entertaining different offers and shit. And it's cool. It's cool when you have the freedom to do that and
yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing.
The setup, dope.
Yeah.
Rick, you could fucking work for Triple Crown if you wanted to, if they
What's
had.
That? Oh, Rooney's company.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Rooney Monroe. Yeah, but I don't know if I could do that from Montana.
Bet you could.
Yeah, I probably could. I don't know if I don't know. I haven't even really thought.
If it ever came down to it, is what I'm saying. It's not like a.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know what Mike could do right now is Mike. If you have a skateboard in your proximity, I will give you 20. I will PayPal you $20 because you mentioned that you did 6 kickflips over the course of what, 10 years?
Oh, I wasn't counting, but I was saying I might have nailed them. I might have nailed 6. Yeah.
Right, well, I'll tell you what. I will give you 10 tries, and if you do a kickflip in 10 tries, I will PayPal you $20 right now.
All right, well, dude, I'm gonna override that with this question from Jeff. How's the whiskey business, Mike? And what's the best bottle you've got?
Oh,
I heard about this.
Jeff. Jeff's trying to make me real commercial right now. And I'll fuck with it.
Let's
The whiskey
go.
business, the whiskey business is fucking booming. My paychecks are slanting. I work in some corporate shit, man. They've cut my money to not be too bitter, but the sales are the two brands that I work with are actually just uphill. They're peaking. The
Even
best
with like
bottle,
COVID and everything, like because like
man.
bars and
Yeah,
restaurants aren't open as much.
what's crazy is that the sales when COVID like started up, the sales people were used to going out. I mean, we live in Houston. There's 500 bars and restaurants like inside the loop in Houston. There's so many options, and people were so set on going out and spending their, they're big, probably $50 to $100 tabs
Yeah.
daily on happy hour, on Saturday, on Sunday, whenever. All of that business moved over to the liquor stores.
Yeah. So
So
probably
the
more
money,
alcohol is being consumed because they have more money to spend on alcohol because they
right,
were getting
and then
they were getting
people,
charged like crazy. Now they can buy more volume.
right, they weren't, and they can buy higher end products than they
Oh
could
yeah, that
before
too.
because
Which is what
they
you guys
they were
kind of
paying a
sell.
shit ton of money to drink Jack Daniels. Now when they go, they want to drink Jack Single Barrel and stuff because 3 Jack Daniels drinks cost what a bottle of, you know what I mean. So there were a lot of trade ups and shit.
Yeah, probably a lot
Man,
higher margin on those.
for sure. And like it didn't work that way for everybody. I work for a company that has super strong brands. They were able to just change right over and seeing those profits go up. The sector that I work in, which is on premise, is bars and restaurants. It suffered. It's climbing back up, but man, I'll for Jeff's sake, I'll throw in this little bottle right here. This is a super hard to get your hands on bottle. There's probably 20 or 30 cases that come to Houston a year. It's called Old Forester Birthday Bourbon. Uh, we actually only sell it to stores for probably $90, and they sell it for 120 or whatever. But it's so anticipated that once people get it, they'll sell it on secondary market for 500, 600, 1,000, 1,500. It just depends how long since it's released.
Well, there you go, Jeff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
There
it is, Hefe. Always good to hear from Hefe. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it's not actually a setup. To anyone who's fucking watching, I had that bottle here because this is this year's newest release. I'm doing an event, and I actually took a picture of the bottle with a white backdrop, and that's why it's sitting there. Not because I was prepared to plug my shit.
Dude, that's totally okay. You can.
I'm drinking red wine tonight.
Yeah, I see that.
So, big whiskey guy, but.
All right, let's all have a toast here. Rick, you drinking?
Fucking A. I thought all you fucks were cotton mouth, and that nobody was raising any kind of glasses.
All right.
I'm eating a banana.
Hey, Rick.
Right, that might work. Cheers to Rick's banana.
Cheers.
It depends how long we run. Y'all might see the kid fire up the grill or something, man. I've been
Rick. Old Man Mountain just said, "Are you telling me Ricky's an undiscovered male supermodel?" The fuck?
What?
After the banana?
Got a gig for you, boy.
Dude, is that because you were eating a banana?
I have no clue, dude.
I think it was the way he ate it.
I think he sees my sexy face.
That's funny. Yeah, have y'all seen that show? I was telling Jeff about this. What's it called? The Queen's Gambit. It's about chess.
No, dude, but Ashley keeps saying we need to watch it.
It's fucking tight. And there's a guy on there.
Wait.
What is this?
The Queen's Gambit. It's on Netflix. Just came out.
Okay.
And there's a character in the show that looks like he would be a Haley. Like he has like a little bit of Danny, like a little bit of Jeff. It's like just watch it. You'll find him.
All right,
you'll figure that shit out. So my roommate's girlfriend's actually watched that a couple of times. I was just perplexed at the fact that they could make a show out of like a chess training academy. But I'm gonna go ahead and guess that there's a bunch of drama and stuff that goes with it.
Dude,
that's what it's
the
about.
visuals are amazing because it's set in the '60s, and the set designers and the cameramen, and dude, they did an amazing job.
Damn, okay.
Because yeah, you can't watch a show, you can't watch them playing chess. You literally have like no idea what's going on because they're playing so fast and this and that. And there's a lot of chess boards and chess games in the show, but they made it look good somehow. It's actually cool.
Rick, I got the same fridge, so.
Dude, you got the
you rocking with them nice appliances. I gotta give it to you.
Dude, yeah, that's the Viking 3500.
Oh shit! I probably don't have the 3500.
I'm just joking. I don't know what it is, dude. Definitely not. It's definitely not Viking.
I don't even know what that is. Hey boys, give me about 45 seconds. Come on.
Yeah.
Ryan, what you got?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am very high right now. Looking at the chat room, I'm trying to figure out who Old Man
edibles or what?
Old Man Mountain 23. I'm trying to figure out who that could be. It seems like that would be like Travis Spinks.
I feel like it's someone we don't know.
I think it's Travis. I think it's Travis.
Towns? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's speaking in shorthand.
Because he's not working. Towns? Sean?
I don't know. I don't get it. I'm confused.
Old Man Mountain 23 just said, "We'll never know."
What was he commenting on? What won't we know?
I don't know. He's speaking in like shorthand, so it's kind of hard to understand him.
Hey, he's also not running this talk show. Running this cast. Yeah. The anti-ed podcast. Am I right, Brian? I've actually listened to a couple in the past, and you seemed a little fucking displaced on what exactly you're talking on.
What did you say?
Hey, rewind that back. How you probably got this shit recorded in 3 ways and shit. You fucking, what are we on right now? What are we talking on? Other fucking uses what the name is. Like what are we doing?
Go to Twitch, Mike. Sign up on Twitch.
I'm on fucking Twitch, bro. I'm on Twitch. Funny story you say that. I'm actually looking at our Twitch at our deal right now.
All right, well, you got to create an account on Twitch. It takes 1 minute and 37 seconds. Remember what Brian said earlier?
Right.
Minute and 37 seconds. So
it's
create an account.
You say that because I forgot my username, but like, tell me what the usernames are and that are they're I don't know how many they're logged in.
Do you even know what you sound like right now?
Fucking scan through, dude. You don't even know that I'm logged in right now.
Are you logged in?
Yes.
All right, well, go to the search and type anti-ed 2.
I'm like serial thriller or something like that.
You're full of shit, Mike.
I'm not fucking with you. Serial thriller is absolutely in.
All right, well, type something in the chat room then and prove it.
I don't even know how to fucking use it.
Yeah, just go to the chat. Go to just like a text message app. It's similar. Find where you enter text. Settings. Where are you at?
Dude, I am so actually present in this right now.
Okay. All right, we'll let you do that. We'll let you do that. No, we'll let you do that, yeah. But,
wow.
Ryan, what you got?
Yes. Hadouken.
Yo, Sean, we need to play some Super Smash or something again.
I was talking to Brian about that earlier.
Dude, listen.
Oh, really?
Ricky, listen to me. Listen to me.
Yo.
Shut your mouth and listen to me.
Dude,
So,
Smash.
if we all have our own Dreamcasts and Hadoukens, we can actually play.
Dude, I'm playing these. Y'all aren't fucking playing these.
Dude, we can play
multiplayer.
What's up if we have our
Dreamcast?
Like, Ricky, you know how you guys were playing Smash Brothers like online on N64?
Yeah.
We can do that with Dreamcast now too, but with actual hardware. Like if we all own a Dreamcast, we just plug into our modems, and then.
So how do I plug my 64 controller and play Smash?
Well, you have to eat
Dreamcast.
your neighbors first, and then you buy a Dreamcast. And was that you?
That shit,
was that you, Mike? Did you play that?
There's a delay on that, but here I am.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. My point is, we can play Power Stone 2 on Dreamcast. We can play NBA 2K1 and shit like that, and or just Power Stone 2. That's all you need.
Sean, do you have a 64?
Oh, but for the
I wasn't talking about that. I was gonna say we could play old games on an Xbox, right? Or like online and stream it.
What we could do right now.
Oh, you could stream anything.
If you guys really wanted to, we could play Super Nintendo like Super Mario Kart. You know, the first one on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
We could play any Super Nintendo game right now online, 4-player multiplayer. And your computer doesn't even have to run it. It's run on the server, and you're just streaming the game from the server.
PC or some shit.
And you can use any controller, PlayStation, Xbox, like old shitty Sega controllers, like anything. And and it's perfect. Exactly.
Where do you do that? What is it?
I have the link saved somewhere, and all I do is give it to you, and you just click it, and then bam, you're in, and it's flawless. There's no lag. It's like we're sitting all in the same room.
Do they have Super
you
Smash
play
Bros?
that? Fuck the Smash Bros. He said they have go kart, like Mario Kart racing.
Fuck that,
Yeah.
dude.
Fuck this Smash Brothers matter at that point.
Dude, no,
yeah,
you can do it with Smash Brothers too. But
actually, Mario Kart's cool. GoldenEye, Mario Kart, all that shit.
Dude, but Power Stone 2 on Dreamcast, we could do that. That's like it's like Smash Brothers, except it's 3D, like 3D.
I got Gamecast.
Listen.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll
just you just wait and see. You just wait and see.
I think I'm gonna cruise up and smoke a heater, boys. Y'all wanna roll with me?
Yeah, we'll roll.
Yeah.
I got shotgun.
Y'all come on through.
Of course, Hal calls shotgun. How
I gotta
else?
keep it. I gotta keep the vibe alive, you know. Are you still smoking Durals?
Dude, I knocked off the Durals about 3 months ago, bud.
It's been that long.
No, I'm just kidding. I actually haven't. I haven't been smoking cigs on a regular basis.
We lost you, Mike.
Yeah, Mike got fucking.
Mike, you're glitching.
Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
What's up?
Sean.
No hi from me.
Rick, you been doing pull-ups? Mike, you're back.
Oh, you see.
That's what y'all were saying. My connection was out. Yeah, I was trying to go up, but I gotta go down.
Yeah.
My
Gotta
internet
go down
don't bounce.
tonight.
My internet don't bounce like it used to.
Huh. I wonder if I can go outside. Nope. Nope.
Nothing on us. Guys watching the Joe Rogan Experience. He just it ain't this raw.
You mean y'all aren't watching Fox News over there?
Bud, you know I keep the Fox News on repeat, bud. It's upstairs. Fox News is always up there. That's on the kitchen TV, Sean. I watch that every morning. No, hey, y'all, is it about fucking time that, oh man, I didn't want to be outside when I told the story. Y'all give me a.
What the fuck did you say?
Oh, I have a really good story that I actually want anyone's input on bringing me back, like giving me pieces from it.
Is this the story we were talking about before?
Yes, I gave like a quick preview on it, and then we kind of held it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
I've got nice neighbors that are good people out here, so I'm gonna
hold on real quick.
This little ripper.
Before you say that story, Jeff wants to know if you can smoke again.
Yeah, tell him I'm feeling better now, doing better now, Gucci sweater now.
Okay, well he'll hear that.
COVID or something?
He probably understands. No, man, it's I had this weird thing, man, and I could only attribute it to long habitual marijuana smoking, and I started puking uncontrollably for 24 hours at a time.
Huh.
Damn.
I'm talking like food poisoning, but food poisoning might last 8 hours, right? But this was 24 fucking hours.
Did you just have like random episodes?
It was, yes, they came up very random. It was violent puking. I'm talking 3 to 4 times an hour I would puke every hour in the day. The nausea was intense, and I couldn't sleep in between. Like when you're sick, if you have the flu, if you have whatever, you might catch 30, 45 minutes of sleep. You might wake up and puke or something. Maybe maybe you can sip on little bits of water and like munch on like tidbits of crackers and be okay. If I consumed or didn't consume, I was gonna fucking puke. And I think I told Jeff about this, and that's what it happened to me probably 6 times. And I went to the doctor. I explained to them what I had. They had nothing for me. I started WebMDing, and they said that in legal states where people were like able to smoke freely, like habitually, whatever, they were starting to see more people admit into the ER, saying that they had uncontrollable vomiting, nonstop nausea, about the same time period. And the funny thing is, like the kicker for me was that every one of them said that or like the only consistency was that a hot shower is the only thing that like brought any relief.
Damn. You got your blood tested and shit?
No, I never did any tests. Like I don't know what that would have done, but no one gave me any direction that I could follow to try to see if it would make it better. But it happened, and when I quit smoking, it quit happening.
Damn.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was a type of weed.
So why are you smoking again?
Man,
I'm just fucking with you.
I was smoking pretty heavy when that was a thing, and I quit for a couple of months, and then I eased back in, and it's never been a thing again. But I'm telling you, it's miserable. It's
dude, I bet.
miserable. There's no crutch that's worth this. There's no fucking crutch. Like,
got it.
No. Going through that shit, like I said, it probably happened to me 6 or 7 times randomly. And I don't know why I smoke again, because if that shit ever came back, like,
you can plug that in. Well, shit, be careful.
Yeah, I'm trying to chill.
What are your brothers up to these days?
Man, they're all doing pretty well, man. If I start from the top, Big Ricky bought some land out in Splendora. He's got
like. Mike?
Mm-hmm. What's up, Ashley?
Can you hear me?
They can hear you. They can hear you. Yeah.
How in the world are you?
I can't hear them.
He's saying, "How are you?"
Hey, I'm good. How are you? I was talking about you tonight.
Terrible.
Hopefully it was good.
I can't hear him.
I don't think it was.
Right? I said, hopefully it was good.
Molaison.
Did you have good things to say?
Yeah, I was talking about how at our wedding, you kept trying to roll a blunt, and Ricky's dad kept popping back in. And he kept being like, I'm going to sleep. Bye, guys. And then you'd start rolling a blunt, and then he'd be like, hey, guys. He'd like show up with a brand new beer, and we'd be like, Dick, I thought you were going to sleep.
Why am I the guy? Why am I the guy that was pushing the limit? You know, that's fucked up. Like,
You were just rolling the blunt. We were
Wait,
in the
hold
garage.
on. You were not the guy that was pushing the limit there.
Wait, you're not talking about the garage. You're talking about at the lake
wedding.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at the
lake house.
Okay, so I fucked up at that lake house, like probably ethically. Ricky's Danny, was it Danny? Danny probably still hates me.
Oh shit.
Dude, I don't know if Danny even remembers that night.
Okay, I went out on the jet ski and I lost the safety key. And you couldn't I had to get towed back in. for not for losing the safety key on the jet ski. I was enemy number 1.
Uh-oh.
I don't think you were.
Oh, because you had to get towed back in.
And then we had to jimmy up a key just to be able to use the jet ski after that.
No, he wasn't mad about that. I don't think. That whole thing was a crazy weekend.
Those shenanigans. But hey, are y'all? I don't mean to be hogging up time and stuff, but do y'all want to hear about like my story? Because I'm hoping that someone else patches up some questions in there, some blank spots.
Ashley would love to hear this juicy story.
Yeah.
I'd love what?
Yeah.
I just took out the headphone.
I said Ashley would love to hear this juicy story.
Oh, I would, but I gotta wash my face.
Oh, I hear you, girl.
Why?
Ricky can relay it to me.
Ricky will give you a recap.
No.
All right.
Ricky can't relay
I was gonna
anything.
see y'all guys.
What?
You too.
Okay.
So good to see you.
Okay.
Come say goodbye later. Tell her that. Tell her, Rick.
All right, Mike. Let's hear it.
All right, boys. So the year is probably 2006. Bresler, help me get the year straight. We rode in your Explorer that night. It was black, am I right?
Yeah, that was you're right. That was the summer of 06 because yeah, you're right.
Oh, 06. You know the story
Okay.
coming up, Bresler?
Yeah.
He may or may not, but he knows that he had that Explorer in 06.
Yeah,
anyway, we go out. This is my first ever time to eat mushrooms. I was probably a little late. I was probably a little late behind the crew, right? I was a little bit spooked about it. I was like, what is my demeanor going to be? Like, am I going to embarrass myself? Am I going to freak out? Like, everyone else probably was munching on fucking cow shit a year before me, right?
Because those were some potent mushrooms, dude. Those
Yeah,
it was potent ones, dude.
It was that one field, yeah, that all the mushrooms in our crew came from.
Yeah.
I'm munching on some shrooms. I started having a pretty good time. And then all of a sudden, there's drama that develops. It wasn't with our crew, but it was with some of like the Cove boys. And somebody's house had got broken into. Like Trent Valdez's house had been broken. Maybe Trent Valdez had reportedly broke into someone's house, but someone got a bunch of like money, bongs, and like weed stolen. So all of a sudden, like my mushroom tripping ass gets dragged in to a chase down.
Oh fuck!
And we like fall into what I'm like. I would say I'm 85% sure that it was your Explorer, and I'm sitting in the back, and I'm just like, and if y'all knew me like back in 06, like I'm not gonna say I was Billy Badass, but I was down the throw. Like if there was a cause, like I probably would swing some hands. Not this night, dude. I'm like.
Yeah.
Guys,
I
gotta tell y'all, I appreciate your calls, but I'm not really trying to fight tonight.
Well,
you know what I mean? And it was a nightmare. It was like the worst trip that I've had because we were riding around in pursuit of someone looking for the fight.
What really happened was, so somebody had broken into Fitz's house, and we all know now who it was, but I don't want to, name names like that on here. But I guess I guess what you could say was it was one of the first times that the Cove boys turned on each other and fucked each other over. Like, that was kind of a.
I didn't know that was.
Yeah,
I think I vaguely remember this.
That was kind of
makes more sense that Fitz's house got broken into, so we were riding and like I was part of it. But on any other night, I've been all, let me know where I'm needed. On that night, I'm all, oh no.
Yeah, like that was the first time that there was ever conflict within the Cove boys themselves. Like it was an epic moment in Cove boy history, I guess you could say. And yeah, we were just kind of stuck in the middle of it because we had friends on both sides. And we were just kind of like.
I dropped some names earlier. It's just like names that tended to be repeating and like drama that resonated from the Cove. I don't remember who it was, but anyway, funny story. The aftermath to that story is we end up.
Oh, hold up! Old Man Mountain just called out Forest Cove when someone asked about it.
Yeah, some people are wondering what we mean by Cove boys. That just means there's a certain area of where we grew up called Forest Cove, and like if you grew up in that area, you were a Cove boy. Like I don't know. That's the only way to explain it. Like that.
I don't know. I don't know though, because I wasn't really a Cove boy, and I grew up in Forest Cove.
Well,
yeah,
like a part of Forest Cove.
There was a part of Forest Cove where these guys like grew up way inside their houses like weren't quite as nice as yours, like Rick, and like the Cove boy sector was like a different area of Forest Cove that you were in.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, what was the aftermath though? Yeah, what were you getting at?
Oh, so I ended up going. I hear stories. Bresler, did your house used to be haunted? Well, I don't know. That was the story at the time, right? So we ended up at your house. I had never met like I don't know if it was like maybe your mom and your sister living there at the time, but I hadn't met any of your family. And you're like, no, dude, there's rooms like y'all go up and crash. And me and JJ Berkeley head upstairs to go crash out in the upstairs game room, something of the sort, right?
Yeah.
And we're both laying there, and all of a sudden, like probably 30 minutes goes by, and neither one of us falls asleep. And I'm like, hey, he's like, what's up? I'm like, are you sleepy? He's like, I just don't feel it, man. And I was like, well, me neither. And he's like, we got to get out of here. I was like,
JJ
yeah,
instigating, dude.
You're probably right. You know what I mean? Like we should leave here. It doesn't seem right. And it's like what's probably not right is that I'm still tripping my balls on fucking mushrooms, and like my mind's not ready to sleep. You know what I mean? It wasn't anything about being at your house, Bester. But we peel out, right? And we cruise on down to the kitchen, and all of a sudden we hear someone stirring, and we're like, oh fuck. So we rip into the garage. And if I recollect correctly, we open up the garage opens, we press the garage to close, and then run out and jump over the sensor. So that technically, like, maybe there would be, like, someone would have, like, heard noise down there, dude. But we were out with the wind. Like, we weren't, no one actually probably got, like, saw us or anything like that. It was just the fucking ghost of Mike and JJ's past. So, anyway, we start barreling down. Bresler, did you live in Sand Creek at the time?
No, I was at the very back of Kings Point. We were the very first house ever built in Kings Point.
Oh my god!
Let me say one thing. Hold on, Mike. Let me say one thing before you go. You're not the only one to bust out of Brian's house and start hopping fences and running. Just to let you know.
Oh yeah, no, there's been plenty
under similar circumstances.
Similar circumstances. So the funny thing, we weren't like, fuck, we gotta get out of here, but we were just like, we've got a mission, and it's out here. It's like at the skate park or something like that. like we left Brian's, like unbeknownst to him probably, and his mom, who probably didn't even know we were crashing there. Like we cruised down to the garage, like dip out. And then it's JJ and I just like walking down Kingwood Drive, like on the side of the road, not in Greenbelt, not anywhere conspicuous, just like probably looking sketchy if I could fucking guess. And all of a sudden, like maybe JJ's got some perks or something, and we come across a beer that had been thrown out into the grass alongside Kingwood Drive. You know what I mean?
Re-beer.
I was like, oh, fuck that. A re-beer. Yeah. It was an absolute re-beer. I can vouch that it wasn't open because, like, I wouldn't re-beer like that even back in those days. But there was a warm re-beer in the grass, and we busted that thing open, and I don't know. Maybe I took some perks with JJ, but we whacked that beer, and we fucking carried on down to the skate park, and then the day took off like nothing had happened, and then we eventually when Wendy's opened up, we probably got a hot and spicy or something like that. And it was just that was my first ever. I'm a shrooms are cool, right? Like they're cool, but that was my first and only ever actually like trauma. Like my head was not in a good spot on them shit.
Dude, it's those field shrooms. They got way more power, dude.
Yeah.
Those things were powerful.
But then also in that mind frame, like to want to fight somebody and to want drama, like is not in it for me. You know, maybe shit hits people differently, but that is not where my head is at all. Like I wouldn't be good at it. If my friend needs help, like I could bring myself up to do it, but I probably wouldn't be good.
Well, if you take mushrooms, you're not supposed to want to fight. That's not a usual side effect of mushrooms.
Yeah. The struggle to even think about it.
I mean, yeah.
But these hands been dished on many other accounts. Not that night.
But
That's
what
funny.
is a side effect of those mushrooms is that stallion mustache of yours, sir.
Oh, you think that thing is gonna been influenced?
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah, I think Old Man Mountain. He's someone we may know.
Dude, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking. Yeah,
he
definitely somebody we
definitely.
know for sure. He knew
Yeah, he
the
said more
Cobras.
than enough things to prove that he grew up with us.
Old Man Mountain, go
Like,
on and say who you are, kiddo. I'll even
yeah, come on.
What's your name,
Come out on the
bitch?
show on the podcast. It'll be great.
Yeah, you can
For
call
ratings.
in at 1-800-BANG-BABY-BANG.
What?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
He's like, nah, I'm not doing it.
No, that's funny. Hey, Old Man Mountain, what was the dankest bud to ever wind up in the Houston streets, in the Kingwood street?
Yo, remember the bud shortage? Hey, remember the bud shortage during the hurricane days? Like,
Yes.
do you remember that, Mike? Wasn't there a shortage at one point?
I feel like there was a stop and flow during Rita, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a shortage.
A drought, if you will.
A drought during the hurricane.
At that point, we weren't smoking the best bud that Kingwood has ever seen. We were smoking some downtown
Rebud.
James Brown, yeah. That fucking rebud that came in the 18-wheeler tires from down south, you know. But no, this is the one I'm talking about. I would love for anyone in the comments, if they actually know the squad, give me the name of the arguably most fire buds.
Looks like Jeff looks like Jeff might say something here.
Yo, the stickiest.
Jeff
knows what's going on because he talks about how sticky it was. You could not roll a fucking joint of this shit. You couldn't break up a joint's worth without having your fingers ready to just stick together.
Yeah, I think I remember that stuff.
I won't. I don't want to name any names. You know, like people want on here or whatever. Maybe a guest one day. But there's this French guy with long hair who was well known in the bud game, and every now and then, like, he'll bring up this strand.
Oasis.
Jeff knows what's
$30 a gram, dude. 6 of us threw down $5 for one cigarillo, and we smoked it at Ricky's house. And then we played Super Smash Brothers, and it was the best time ever that you could possibly have playing Super Smash Brothers. It's just ridiculous how childish we were. Like, it was so funny and fun.
Dude, just wait till we can
play. Playing Smash, dude. Yeah.
Just wait till we can. Dude, we can play Smash Brothers on this stream together. We can play Power Stone 2. We can do all that shit. And wait, yeah, Jeff, why don't you stop not being on the show and start being on the show right now? You can just, I already sent you the link. Just click it and come on.
Yeah, you can just chirp in.
That'd be chill if Jeff popped in. If he live in upper northwest or like the greater northwest now?
I don't know. We'll have to get him on to see.
I wouldn't know where he lives. It's just rumor as far as what I know.
Like Jeff floats around.
It's all rumor has it. So.
Nah, he's in
No, don't tell him.
He's moving.
Oh shit! I was gonna wait till Jeff.
Yeah, we don't.
I don't think he's there much longer.
Old Man Mountain doesn't know.
Actually, we'll just start saying fake stuff, so he'll have to come on and correct us.
Dude, how far?
Come on, Jeff, my favorite Halo.
He's been in Washington.
Does anybody know who Old Man? Wait, what is it? Old Man Mountain 23 is? Do we know that yet?
That's what we've been talking about for the last 10 minutes.
I know, but
I'm Brino, maybe the Mountain doesn't want to reveal himself.
I have a feeling it's Ricky.
It's not me, dude.
Like
I already typed.
Ricky must
here,
have a
what
lot of time.
No, Ricky's on his account on his phone.
Well, I
Rick.
haven't seen a single message. Ricky's the only one that hasn't said anything.
I'm on here, dude.
Oh,
well, it looks like Rick got iPhone 13. I can't tell. I just saw.
Yeah, well, I can pull up a Firefox and a Chrome browser at the same time too. You're not full of me. Look at Ashley in the background, all suspicious, lurking around there.
Face?
Yeah, she could be fucking Old Man Mountain 23 for all we know.
I'll do it.
And she'll do it. Absolutely.
No, she just got home whenever she came in a second ago.
No, because she was here earlier too.
No, yeah, I'm talking about before that.
Oh,
you're
Mike. You visited Portsmouth, right?
Yeah, man.
No,
I was up there. I was up there last January. I did a little Portsmouth trip for my birthday. It was pretty sick, man. I went with Nick Lewis. We flew into Boston. We did a night at the Encore, that new hotel new hotel casino they just built.
Wait, they got a casino? You can gamble in Boston?
Yes. It's like the first casino in Boston, and it's on the water. Like, it's a pretty dope spot. We got a room for.
Oh, it's like the Lake Charles style.
Yeah, pretty. No, not with the boat.
Oh, okay.
I guess they just legalized or year ago, whatever, legalized gambling in Boston, but no, there's a full-on casino. Damn. We went in there. We stayed a night at the casino. We went and tore it up. We watched the Celtics game, and then we just woke up the next morning and had some brunch. Oh no, I'm sorry. We went to Southie that night, hit some bars, saw all the massholes. It's a real fucking thing, dude. These dudes are just like dick fucking heads. Like, there's not a nice bone in their fucking body. I haven't been all over the U.S., but like, I've been to Chicago, I've been to New York, and like, people aren't fucking assholes like this. They're just dicks. You can hear them talking to their friends, talking to the bartender, talking to their girlfriends. Like, they're fucking assholes. Like, that's all they know how to fucking do is just be a fucking prick. But it was a great time though. Like I'm just saying, I got to see what a masshole was. It was funny. But no, we had a great time. We Celtics game, casino for a bit, Southie, hit brunch in the morning, and then we went over to Portsmouth. It was, I don't know, like an hour drive, hour and 20, and then we kicked it for a couple of days, man. Good old shooting the bull. We went out in their town and had a blast of a time. I recommend it, man. Ryan was telling me he hadn't had a whole lot of visitors out there, and he's pretty badass. And like,
I went out there with Clay.
Oh,
2 months ago. Yeah, it was tight.
Yeah, was it 2 bedrooms that they have like down there? There's like plenty of room for bros to crash. There's like a couch and everything.
Oh yeah, dude, they got like a whole house downstairs and upstairs. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He told me that the other rooms hadn't been out to visit him. I'm like, no fucking way. Shane and Aaron, what's wrong with them?
I think they're out there right now.
They are.
Yeah.
I don't know if I gave Shannon shit the other day or I just said like, about time. Just get on out there. But yeah, badass little area, man. I'm all for like being on the water like that. Good ass time we had visiting them. Nick and I both said like, damn, I want to get back out there.
Yeah, I want to get out there too. I've been to Boston. Boston's a pretty cool place though.
Yeah, man, there's so much more that I would have wanted to see in Boston. So I popped into Boston. I don't say that like I went and like toured Boston, I feel like I'd like to spend 3 or 4 5 days there. But it was a good time, man. We enjoyed the shit out of it. Cut up a little bit. We met this dude. We met the most ultimate fucking Boston guy, and like we were out. Guess we met him. We were ripping cigs in like the cig pit because that is the one thing about Boston is you can't smoke in their casino, like Vegas or whatever. So you go outside of like the ballet, you pass over it, and you're by the water, like Vegas style. There's like a big little fucking pond, and we're ripping cigarettes, and there's this cat in like a Nike or Adidas jumpsuit, head to toe. He's fucking white guy, probably mid to late 20s. And then he's got his girlfriend with him, and we just kind of like, what's going on, man? How you doing? And he's all, I'm fucking good, bro. How you guys doing tonight? And we're like, good. What's going on? What's your name? And like we introduce ourselves. My name's Ryan. And then Ryan, like Rooney looks at him and he's all, "You Ryan too, kid?" And Rooney's like, "Yeah, I'm also Ryan." He's like, "Hey, fucking badass name, huh?" And then he comes over, he's like, he like looks to the side, he's like, "It's my girl Jackie." He's all, "Shit, she don't want these hands now." Yeah, he like he's about to like beat up his girlfriend. And it's like a funny joke, and we're all like, don't beat up Jackie, you know. And like she just thinks it's cute and shit, and like introduces herself. The guy was fucking. I would love to like chat with fucking Nick and Ryan about it, and like get y'all to hear like just the type of. He was such a fucking stereotypical Boston guy. It was fucking unreal.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he's like, I've been working at. He's like, I've been working in the concrete factory, and you know, I came up. I made a bunch of money, so Jackie and I coming out here enjoying ourselves, you know, having a little weekend getaway, and he's like, and Jackie better stay on her P's and Q's, you know. He's I fucking box her up, and I'm like, Jesus, you don't gotta box up Jackie, dude. Chill, bro. But fucking good shit.
Dude, where did Bresler go?
Sean Rice, who Bresler, maybe he's getting a drink of water or something. Sean Rice, favorite city to visit in the entire United States?
Man, that's tough.
I know.
I must have missed something quite important.
No, I said Sean Rice, favorite city to visit in the entire United States. He said that's
I don't know. That's weird to like
Maybe,
pick a favorite.
Can I say during winter?
Yeah, anytime.
Dude, probably New York City. I've been in New York City during the winter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I don't know, dude.
Guess who's joining the call?
I don't know. I like the mountains, so I'm gonna say Park City.
Guess who's joining the show, ladies and gentlemen? It's none other than Heather. I mean, Heffrey.
Heffels
now joined the show. I think.
I see a black square at the bottom.
Yeah, it's going to take him a couple of minutes to connect, but he will be here.
My screen done changed.
Nonetheless. Now, real quick, Mike, I do have a, yeah, that's right, Maya. Suck that. Now, Mike, here's a good question for you. So, let's say, now this is a total hypothetical. Let's say you were a skateboarder, right? And you were like pretty good, right? And you had the choice between being
I'll eat your ass.
Between that or being on Stoked or being on Alley Cat. Which one would you pick? If you had the choice, which one would you pick?
Give me the owner of Alley Cat is Sean, right?
No, that was Stoked. That was the one.
That's what I'm thinking of. Is Stoked owns Sean? Sean owns Stoked.
Stoked
and then,
did own Sean.
Who's the cat that owns Alley Cat?
Larry.
Yeah,
Larry.
Drove that blue truck.
Yeah, Larry, legendary guy.
So, what's your answer? Which shop would you ride for if you had the choice? I'm not putting you on the spot at all. I'm just putting you on the spot a little tiny bit.
Yeah, I might have been an Alley Cat guy.
See? There you go.
Damn, I would have thought you would have said Stoked. I didn't even know
Mike, you would have been Stoked.
Inside Alley.
You're saying that because of Shiners, because of my home ground, because of being so close to the park. Yeah, because you were right
there. Like I just didn't know.
Yeah, but my house, I lived in Trailwood at that time, so I would have been very geographically.
I would put you on Alley Cat.
Yeah, I think he would have fit more on Alley Cat, like if he was a real skater.
Okay, all right, Sean, are you hearing this? Who was rolling Alley Cat at the time in Stokes? Because y'all know I wasn't into politics, so I didn't know who was. I feel like my guy Jeff might have skated for Alley Cat.
Yeah,
see, well
Jeff skated for both.
He skated for both.
He ended up moving over to Stoke. Bresler skated for Alley Cat.
If you want to talk about politics,
and then,
talk
all
Jeff.
The older guys,
let's hear that.
Wait, all of us.
Alley Cat was like more the clean version. Is Stoked was like more like the Hesh, like rugged dudes like JJ and Fester and like people.
Oh, I was gonna say, was Fester stoked because he used to skate? They skated on his car. Y'all skated on his car.
Yeah, dude, he started that thing with like a penny.
So,
yes.
But wait a minute, I think we got
that car like due to his fucking membership to Stokes.
I skated that car proudly.
Dude,
I wish I could have skated that car.
Dude.
Somebody backtailed or tried to backtail.
How many tabs did he get?
Like, steal that car and like
no, probably,
did.
But ultimately, Fester sold that car for tabs. How many tabs did he get for his car?
Yeah, he sold. I know. I was there. I watched it happen. He sold that car for 25 tabs. Wait,
dude. Honestly, tabs were going for what? $10 at the time, like 25, 250.
Hold on though.
$10 in pop wholesale.
We're like 750. Yeah.
Hold on. It might have been 45 tabs. It was either 25 or 45. It was one of the two.
Either way, the dealer got fucked because that car was disgusting.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm pretty sure. What was it, like Ken's Donuts or whatever? Like they would dump all their donuts into the dumpster, and somebody dumped all those donuts onto Fester's car, and maybe like
I remember that,
like into his sunroof.
What?
Yeah. Like,
and he just lived it up there.
Lived in it. It was like a 1991 like piece of shit box, pretty much.
Hatchback.
I don't even know if that thing had like a real manufacturer.
I remember. I think Brian, you told me this, or either I was there, but like two kids were like they took their skateboards and were just like hammering his car.
Yeah.
And he just walks across the street, takes their board, snaps it, and throws it on the roof.
Yes.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Hold on. I don't think that was the car that he made the trade. It was another car.
He had two shitty
It was
cars?
No, he had another one?
Yeah, he had another shitty car.
Silver like that?
That was so shitty that kids would bang their skateboards on it.
That one. Okay, here's the thing with that one. I think
dumped donuts in the other one.
He just left it there, like he gave up on it, basically.
But here was the other thing that everybody forgets. Everybody forgets this part of the story is that me and Fester and Fuzz were hitting his car with our skateboards 5 minutes before that, and the kids saw us doing it. So they thought it was okay for them to do it. But then once we saw them do it, we realized, like, wait, no, it's only okay if we do it. You can't do that.
Lesson for those fucking little fuck-ass kids, dude. Ain't shit sweet.
Yeah, and then that's when Nick took a kid's board, he snapped it in half, and then he threw it on top of the building across from the skate park. And the look of bewilderment on that kid's face, with a dude with neck tattoos that just snapped his board and threw it hundreds of yards, at least like a good 60 yards up from there onto the roof.
He already had stigs on his fingers at that point.
That was one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my entire life, and
an epic tattoo, man. To be fair.
Yeah. Dude, what's up, Mike? I snuck in here.
Chilling, bro.
Wasn't much of a sneak, I'm sure.
I know. Well, rumor had it you were fucking a brewing the whole goddamn time.
Dude, I was just chilling. I was just chilling on my couch, laughing pretty much this whole time.
Dude, hey, Mike, watch this. Hey, Jeff, can you try to center your camera on you? Just try to make it more centered.
It looks pretty fucking centered. Dude.
Shush. All right. Can you lean in a little bit? Just lean in. Mike, look how big his head is. Do you see that?
Hey, I thought you were going to talk about the guy's stash. He's got a pretty decent little stash club in there. Jeff's smart as hell. I always know smart guys have big heads.
I got a haircut yesterday too. After your comment a few days ago, there, Brian. I was like,
hey, Brian, you're influenced this guy's haircuts. Pull off the fucking beanie, Brian.
All right, for real.
That little nappy head looks like. Yeah, you got the fucking background.
Dude, Mike. Hey, speaking of two smart cats here, us and Mike. Do you remember, for some reason, I'm just gonna call both of us out. For some reason in like 10th grade, we were in, what do they call it? For lack of a better term, to be specific, it was like the special room.
Just
Math
a
models.
room.
We were both in there for some reason. For some,
Was
like,
it
one of
the
our
math
periods.
class? So I went down to the 22 credit plan whenever I got into that car accident in sophomore year.
Yeah, where you broke both your arms at the same time.
Yeah, I broke these bones, tore the ligaments in this wrist. I fractured a vertebrae in my back, broke my right leg, and then it all happened in Louisiana. So Texas, like the Kingwood High School, wouldn't recognize the Texas doctors saying that I broke my arms, that I tore my ligaments, and they're like, "You need to go to a Texas doctor." And I'm like,
What?
"The fuck! I got in a car accident in Louisiana," and like all of that was going under the insurance of the guy who was driving. And they're like, "Well, you have to go see a Texas doctor." I was like, "To say that I'm fucking dude, I went in there looking like RoboCop. Fucking, I had a cast from wrist to fucking shoulder. I had a cast from wrist to elbow, and I was wearing a brace and then a fucking leg boot. But yeah, so after that, I dropped to 22 credit plan. Were we in a study? Were we in like a study class together, or was it the math class that we did instead of algebra 2?
No, but since you said that, because I think we're in algebra 2, or actually, I think we're in geometry in 10th grade, and we're sitting
Okay, that
together,
sounds right.
and then out of nowhere, you come to school with 2 casts on, and you're just like fucking hooked up, and I'm like, damn, dude. And I guess maybe that's when you dropped to 22 credit, and you went to this other math class, and then so I think during my math class, like the one that we were in, I would leave that and go to yours and like hang out with you. I don't know, but
That's epic.
But I remember, I don't know if you remember this, like 10th grade, like 2006. We were sitting at the table, and we're like, damn, dude, these cell phones, like they moved probably from like a flip phone to like something even crazier, like maybe like a touch screen came out, like with the slide out fucking keyboard.
Maybe it was Razor or something.
I think maybe the slide out keyboard was now like present, and we were like, whoa. But for some reason, like we just started brainstorming about what it's gonna be like in like 20 years, and we drew a cell phone, and it had pretty much everything in it that it does fucking now. And I wish I still had that drawing. But
get the fuck out.
We got a little crazy and fucking stupid, and we like added a coffee maker.
You know what I always like saw like the phones having was like a little scale.
Dude, ooh,
like, maybe you couldn't do like an ounce or two on it, you know what I mean? But anything under a quarter, like you could get, you know what I mean? And I'm like, put this fucker down,
dude. It looks like a scale.
Fucking weigh it out and see if that won't pick up. It could scale things.
For sure, that's a good point.
But the screen would be so much more sensitive. Maybe we're not there yet.
Yeah. I mean, but
to talk about, that's so funny you say that. I didn't recall us like designing a cell phone and talking about all its characteristics, but the rate of which technology has increased
for sure
over 3 years. Like we're talking about if it's 2020, we're talking about 15 years or maybe 13 years ago. But every 3 years the amount of like technology has increased is fucking exponential. It's wild.
Dude, it is insane. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's shooting out espresso shots in like 10 more
years. I know, right? Like or just at least 3 times. Like you can just like shoot off endorphins for like having a fucking good time or whatever.
Dude, probably.
Is that how you would do it? Shoot off endorphins?
Dude, it comes with these fucking dongles now. You just fucking hit the dongle.
You're fucking powering up. Motherfucking shoot in some that'd be tight if you were just like getting into it in a bar fight and you're just like testosterone. Damn, dude.
All right, well, since you said that, Mike, how many bar fights have you been in?
Great question.
Man, that's funny you say that. Not gonna get the answer that you're probably looking for, but I would say since we graduated high school in 2008, that was the last time you would have like seen any bar fights. I've probably been in like 4 bar fights in that whole time.
I think that's a respectable amount.
Well, I went to college for like 6 years, so if you think about like 1.75 bar fights like or less per year of college, that's like pretty decent.
Wait, Mike, where'd you go? You were
He's got that college math.
School?
I went to great math. Yeah, thank you, Hef. I went to originally after graduating, I went to UL, University of Louisiana at Lafayette, and I went there for 3 years. I got about 2 years of school done, and then I transferred to UTSA.
Oh,
The
UTSA.
first year it was fucked
I think
up,
I
man.
remember that.
I lived in Lafayette for 3 years, right? But I had my parents who lived in Texas. I graduated high school in Texas. My driver's license was Texas. Everything told me I was still a resident of Texas, right? But because I was independent, my parents didn't claim me, they didn't support me or anything while I was going to school.
Yeah.
I became a resident of Louisiana.
Oh,
So
fuck.
when I moved to, I like looked at what in-state tuition was at UTSA, realized that I could afford it. I moved there, and then when I went to enroll or whatever, I got like a fucking 11 grand tuition bill.
Damn. So you're paying out of state in Louisiana, and then you moved to Texas, and you moved paying out of state.
I got in-state in Louisiana, man. It's the only reason I went is because my mom was alumni at UL, and for me, it was just like the only logical thing. And then I was just working a shit fucking job. I broke up with my girlfriend. I was fucking up in school, like going out too much. I was like, time for a new area. Went to San Antonio, and they're like, ha, you're fucking out of state, bitch. So I took a year off. I worked for a year, and then I went back to school and graduated after 2 years. And busted my fucking ass to do it.
What'd you graduate with?
A bachelor's in management.
That's what I got.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's super versatile, man. All I ever wanted was to just be able to do anything I fucking wanted. And like at one point, I want to own my own business. I've always thought I would do a restaurant well, but I don't really want to do a restaurant.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Restaurants are
too much work and too much trust in people. Like
too much night and weekends and
yeah, exactly. The lifestyle's not there. So, anyway, back to the fucking question.
Yeah, dude.
I fucking had to roll a cat one time when I was in Lafayette, and I just broke up with my girl. It's not too long before I moved, actually.
My neighbors.
And I was on some fucking ridiculous shit. And I'm dancing in the club, and it's funny, I actually have my oldest brother with me, a couple of my buddies, and I bump into this dude, and he's an absolute fucking, he's probably 6 inches shorter than me, but he's an absolute fucking puffball of just steroids and fucking working out way too much. And he bumps into me, and I looked at him crazy, bro. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. And he looked at me kind of like, almost like, I don't want any, you know? I'm like, big for nothing, dude. And I reached out to my buddy. I'm like, get a load of this fucking guy. Big for nothing. He don't want no problems with me. And he's like, are you talking about that guy that's over there fucking, making a lot of alliances right now? And I said, yeah, sure. And then just turn my back to it, and I get a tap on my shoulder, turn around, and just get whammed. And I went in on the kid, and then got dragged out. I felt like I did well in the fight. I got dragged out by my shoulder blades, like somebody swooped up arms underneath my arms, and they ripped me out. My shoulders hurt for probably 4 days after that, the way they violently ripped me out of that place.
You weren't having it.
Mouth was all bloody. This watch, man, I've had this watch since like high school. I broke the crystal on this watch. I had to get it replaced, but that was my only real L.
Oh damn! Still
aside from that, I'm no tough guy. Like I've only just defended myself.
For sure, dude. Speaking of tough guy, tell us the story of how you got that scar on your shoulder. On that left that scar tattoo.
This guy right here.
That's a champion logo.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Shine your phone on it or something.
Hey,
I can't see it.
Shut your dirty, whorish mouth, Heffrey. We have Maya from the chat room has claimed that no one here on this show has a Texas accent. Are you sure? Because I get called out for having a Texas accent all the time, even though I feel like I don't.
You probably just because of the word y'all, I bet.
Yeah, y'all is pretty.
Because I definitely don't. I don't think I do.
I don't think anyone does.
Actually, y'all's way more universal now.
We're from like the biggest melting pot.
Even in California, I get called out. Like people ask me, like, "Are you from Texas?" And it actually pisses me off because I try so hard to not sound like I'm from Texas. Yeah, people still.
Howdy, y'all.
Yeah,
Howdy, y'all.
I think it is y'all though, right? Like that's the big giveaway, right?
Hey, That's fucked up, Bresler. Why are you so dead set against not being fucking Texan, dude? Like,
because I fucking hate
I guess
Texas.
You want to be a cowboy. Hey, people in California, you've lived too long in California because people have such an unrealistic view of Texas in California.
Exactly.
Don't get Brian started.
Yeah, don't even open this Bresler hole. Yeah, don't even.
Yeah, well, guess what? Bresler's moving to Texas pretty soon here.
4 years.
Even better.
Yeah.
So if that doesn't tell you, Mike, that's all you need to know. Is he's moving here in 6 weeks.
Yeah, but at the same time, that doesn't mean I'm not going to stop talking.
All those high taxes, and he's going to come back and do it in Texas.
Dude, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop talking shit about it, though. Like, just on my very last show on The Fringe, I literally called Houston the butthole of America live on the air on The Fringe FM. And in fact, one of our guests hung up on the call because I did that.
I don't blame the guest.
That's how strongly I feel about Houston being the biggest.
I'm a little more tolerant than that, you might say, but no, there's a lot of assholes. There's a lot of assholes in America, and I don't think Houston fits the fucking script, my guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
That's true.
Houston.
Wait, so what's up with that?
Culture?
Yeah, I like.
Well, what's up with the scar?
Oh man, that was like a fucking turbo lighter burn. It was an absolute turbo lighter burn. Like my older brother had this dickhead friend who was there, and like remember when you used to like light down a lighter and you'd stick it on your arm and it would be a smiley face and it's like, oh, it's cool because I can't get tattoos right now. I'll just ruin the space that I would be able to get a tattoo on, you know. And then my brother, I had one. It was cool and it looked like a little Mardi Gras face that's like laugh now, cry later, or like fucking. It was at least jazzy looking, and this guy was like, "Yo, you want a lighter burn?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So he takes a Bic lighter. I think I have one on me. He takes a Bic lighter. He holds the flame down on it, right? But then he brings another like lighter in and lights up this fucking metal until it's red hot. And then he stamped it down on me, and then he held it there until it cooled down.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it was like a 3rd-degree fucking burn. It was raised up off the shit, and like I had to like hide it from my parents and shit. I was like 15 or 16. I was
so you got branded basically.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, it was my idea to begin with, and then this kid just made it way more fucking intense. I mean, a little older, a little smarter. I probably would have fucking worked a little.
Sean, you used to have one?
Yeah, I got branded
I got one.
by JJ, Derek.
Like the thing, what I wanted this one to be was something that like you all would look at like yours. Like I can still see the first one that I had, and then this just became like a raised 3D. I've had people wonder if it was a polio vaccination, if it was a gunshot.
Oh yeah.
I don't really care. Like it doesn't.
No, I knew what it was. I just knew it'd be a good story. Most of the questions that I posted in the chat too, like I knew, but I just wanted to hear it.
Oasis, motherfucker.
Some of it going. Dude, the Oasis.
Y'all remember the French guy who had all the best bud? He would always he'll still now and then be like, remember that Oasis? I'm like, yeah.
Dude, the French guy.
Oh, you know what?
$25 a day. Religiously.
Dude, I was thinking of the Shoreline. Or what was it? Is that what it's called? The shit that came from Galveston? Or supposedly? I don't know.
But Sean, you know of the Oasis. There was nothing comparable.
Yeah, maybe it was the Oasis.
Like there maybe have been like something that looked like it. There may have been something that was like close to as sticky, but it never had like the whole shebang. It was just like
right, and it's crazy because like 10 years down the road, I tried to like let's say 2015 was Pinnacle of Oasis. Well, so not 10 years. Let's say fuck 2015. Let's say 2005 was Pinnacle of Oasis. Like around maybe let's say 10 years later, I was kind of like, has anything ever come across my plate? No.
Yeah, I went to a smoke shop.
No. And that's not even just shit that I've smoked like in
George Bush. Yo, what the fuck?
That's not shit that
man.
I've just
who the fuck is this?
Smoked in Texas. I don't know. It sounds like some gay shit though.
Oh, no, I'm tripping. I'm sorry. I'm fucking stoned. I thought George Bush was the name of the weed that we smoked, but it was actually called Presidential.
As is George Bush, but
like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we're all
weed,
very high right now.
It smelled.
Bear with us.
It tasted. Its appearance, like it met every single factor and was like a 9.5, like on the scale or above. Like the stickiest, like when Jeff said the stickiest before the name came out, it's like you had black tar looking shit on your fingers if you broke up a gram of it.
Dude, it was just incredible, especially like if you, well, the French guy we keep mentioning, he had some solid nugs that you could get like sourced from him, but like it was kind of like hit and miss. But then you'd come across that and it's like nothing even compared. And even still, like you just said, to this day, like you can't even. I was in a smoke shop like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, went off to the side and was like, went up to this person, was like, "Have you ever heard of Oasis?" And I like tried so hard to get like some sort of like history on it. I'm like, where is it? Like,
I love that you asked that, like that it even so resonated. But to say that too, like I've been to dispensaries in California, I've been to dispensaries in Colorado. I've never been up to like Washington's Oregon area, but I've had weed that's come down from there, and nothing just really compares to that, man.
yeah.
What I can tell you about the origin that I knew of Oasis at the time was that it was being grown indoors somewhere around Austin. But I think the most legendary thing about that weed is not that how good it was. It was how good it was and how long we could get it. I think if I could recall right, I think I got that weed consistently for like 3 years. I didn't always have money to buy Oasis.
Did you say for 3 years?
I think so, man. I think
it was like
I
only remember having it like
years.
3 times in like 1 month, or maybe it was like over a period of 2 months, over like one summer.
Oh damn!
It was like 3 or 4 times. Maybe.
I didn't get it, that dude.
Maybe more.
That shit, like I wasn't pulling the wool over your eyes. Like I wasn't getting a deal and then taxing the fuck everybody because it was dank. I paid what y'all paid. It was 25 a G, and old boy did not want me selling it, so I would pay 25 for a G, and I would pay 75. I don't even know if he'd do me an eighth. He might have done 3 grams, 75. I paid 150 for a quarter. Like there was no shortcuts on that shit.
It's good. This 150 a fucking quarter. That's crazy.
Brian, did you hear that story was insane. Did you catch all that?
Nope, missed the whole thing. But I do have a bunch of refrigerated
I remember getting some
bars.
stuff. It's called Presidential, and it was like 120 a quarter, something stupid.
Well, don't waste your time telling me. You already told the story, didn't you? So.
Dude, Mike, I remember the first time meeting you. I was probably like 14 at a baseball game with Travis Crane at Lindsay Lyons, playing a game. I was in right field, and you were in the bleachers, like one kid on the bleachers by himself, and then like the other team's crowd because we're in Humble. And it was just one kid, like that was our fan. I'm like, who the fuck's that? And he was like, yeah, go Travis. And I was like, damn. And then I was hanging out with Travis that night, and you were like y'all were hanging out, and that's why you were at that game, because you were hanging out with him.
Right.
And then like I was good friends with him too, and then that's when we met. And you're up there just fucking eating like fucking Sour Patch Kids or something like.
That's funny because I bet that was after I quit playing baseball. Man, I played baseball growing up. That was my shit, dude. I was just a baseball player from T-ball on up. And when I moved to Kingwood, like everyone was just cocksuckers. Like all of the parents, the coaches, like it was super political. Like you're going to get to play time or you're not. You're sitting the bench. Like who even knows your parents? Like I was like, what the fuck? Like as like a 10-year-old kid, 12-year-old kid, I noticed that like shit was fucked. You know,
yeah.
I remember like one of my last baseball games ever playing on a team. They hit a pop fly. I was playing like second base, and I come up to get this pop fly. My eyes were in the sun, and that ball whacked me square on the forehead. And I came to laying on the ground with everyone surrounding me.
No
and that
way.
ball just right on the forehead. It just smoked me.
Damn.
Yeah. It was probably around that time that you saw me in Windsor Lions. I think my career was done, but like
you're on the bleachers,
going to the bleachers. Yeah,
yeah. I was.
You were right there next with Ricky though. Ricky was not at that game, but like he was always doing the same. I'd usually look out and Ricky was like eating Sour Patches and fucking skating.
I
or
never played baseball.
Yeah,
dude,
that's why I always hated it because Ricky would be there not playing,
just
having
like
fun,
a skateboard or some shit.
Yeah.
Dude, Ricky always like even at the Kingwood Park, like he would show up to the session with a brand new 2-liter bottle of Dr. Pepper. And by the end of the session,
I don't know about
he downed the whole fucking thing. I've seen you do it multiple fucking times.
Dude, I don't know, man. I would always drink Dr. Pepper out of a can.
Don't fucking deny it.
I don't fuck
I've
with 2
seen
liters, dude.
Twice.
I need that fresh.
It was a can.
Fresh,
it wasn't a bottle.
No, it was a 2-liter fucking bottle. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Ricky. You brought 2-liter bottles of Dr. Pepper to the park.
Dude, if it was
probably Monroe. That was probably Monroe.
No, it was you specifically. It was used specifically.
That's pretty big, dude. Maybe a 1 liter Dr.
Wait, he brings
a
good point, though.
Maybe a 1 liter, dude. Sometimes I would
remember
fuck with
getting
the 1
liter Dr. K's in the plastic jug.
Yeah, sometimes I would get the 1 liters.
Monroe definitely also brought 2 liters. Monroe did that too. But Ricky, I know
Monroe was the king of the Dr. K's or Dr.
Yeah,
Dr. Thunder.
Yeah, Dr. Thunder.
Dr. Skipper, dude. Dr. Skipper was the best. The best off-brand.
Yeah, that was the glory days too.
You know what?
14,
how about this?
13.
How about
Dr.
this?
Skipper.
Let's all give a big cheers. If you don't have anything to drink, then just hold something up to good old Pig Lady from the corner store.
Oh, fuck around, Pig Lady.
Yeah.
God bless her heart.
Rest in peace, Pig Lady.
I'm gonna go open a new bottle of wine for fucking Pig Lady.
Fuck yeah, dude. We gotta. Okay, let's wait for Mike.
Pig Lady.
Let's wait
Mike
for Mike.
was probably there whenever I would go to Pig Lady and just get fucking bags of 40s, dude.
Yeah, and a big old fucking and a big old 2-liter of fucking Dr. Pepper or whatever.
Nah, dude, I would drink those Lost energy drinks from Pig Lady.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Don't do it.
Speaking of shit, somebody said that Bitcoin's at 17,000 right now.
Big Bitcoin gang.
She never carded.
That's pretty rad.
She never carded. Who's that, Old Man Mountain? You don't know her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I had my brother's ID, but yeah, she didn't card.
Man, if you guys only understood the caliber of tricks that have been going down here during this whole broadcast on my Skater XL over here, you would probably shit your pants.
During what?
I think he's at Skater XL. Oh, he was playing video games?
Skater XL. Yep.
Nothing can fucking...
You can't just call this a video game. This is digital skateboarding. So yeah, basically a video game, yeah.
Is that what you're doing when you weren't present in the conversation, Dan?
No, I'm like when I'm not looking at you, that I'm playing the game. That's what's happening. Hadouken! Exactly.
Yeah.
See, I just Hadouken to nose manual, and then I'm gonna pop out into a nose slide down the fucking Daryl Stanton hubba, and nope.
Oh, hey, Mike. Someone wants to know what kind of wine is that?
Joel?
That is a Joel Gott.
Bottom shelf.
2017.
Came from a box.
Yeah,
okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, Old Man Mountain immediately said it was cheap, so we know where his mind is.
Old Man Mountain.
Old Man Mountain's just ready to just talk shit.
Right there.
And Maya said it was
who's the
cheap.
hunter? Is that you, Mike? Or is that your one?
Oh, no. It's one of my roommates. He's well, I could have taken you all across the living room.
Hey, dude, that's a solid fucking
species
memorabilia.
Yeah, I saw another one in the background earlier.
Yeah, I could have shown y'all some absolute fucking species you might not have seen before. My roommate is his family owns a few ranches and they do a lot of commercial hunting.
Like antelope and stuff or something. But
I'm just a normal man, so I drink Joel Gott. 815 2017 Cabernet Sauvignon. It is what it is.
Should be Ben.
I enjoy it. Cheaper now.
Everything's everything.
Yeah, you're right.
Dude, that's a collector's item you're wearing there.
I know, dude.
No, hey. And a whole lot of them outstanding now.
Dude, you got any? I think that might be.
I feel like that's the last one.
One of the better like memorabilia's kicking around.
It's fucked up because like I don't know at what point I was a huge fucking douchebag, bro. But I cut the sleeves like so that like for a big workout shirt. And
dude, that adds to it because it was hot as fuck out there. I don't know if you did that when you were working there, but I can imagine it. So fuck it.
Well, I'm sure it was after. I don't think Burn would have been down. But then again, I might have put Burn in a fucking headlock and given him a knuckle fucking sandwich if he didn't like it. So you never knew that guy was like he had a hard time fucking managing anything, dude.
Dude, who was the other dude that came along and tried to manage it? What was that guy's name?
Fuck, Burn like started becoming unpresident, and then he hired this guy and his wife, dude, and they were just huge chodes. Yeah. I remember they were just like trying to do it their way, and we're like, dude, we've been running this thing. Like Bernie shows up once a week.
Yeah, we didn't need those guys, dude.
We're the
had this shit under control.
Yeah, it was a slap in the face because like Bernie was just trying to replace himself, and then these people started showing up like 4 or 5 days a week, and we're like, nah, we didn't need any help.
Yeah, we got this.
Speaking of, which one of y'all got more tips for shining tires?
Dude, I made a lot, dude. I was out there hustling.
Ricky had really long arms, so like, dude, imagine like, the average wheel was probably 18 inches that day. Like those long arms were probably skating those things about like 1.75 seconds a wheel.
Dude, he had a skateboard just rolling back and forth.
If he could
you
get him
didn't
out
want to go too quick, dude, because the next guy was in the bay. You had to out there like make it look like you were working.
Hey, I go through a drive-through right now, and only until I get my shit fully detailed. But boy, ain't nobody scrubbing tires.
Dude, every time I'm looking at yesterday, I went to the car wash and the guy was just standing there like looking and there was a bucket of water, the same shiner setup, and I would be like, man, if I was that guy, I would literally just be out there, $3 a car on average, dude, just counting it.
Good workout,
yes, bro.
I'm just gonna go out and do it right now, dude. I'll just go to the car wash.
You could do three decent cars, and get a spicy chicken sandwich next door.
Yeah, dude. You probably you'd average like $2 a car. But I mean, you got 2 bays, dude. You could get it going.
What about those dudes at the street corners that just have a squeegee and some water?
Their water's fucking dirty, dude. They ain't cleaning
wheels. Do it quick.
Hey, it's a hustle,
if they touch my shit, dude, I want like a paintball. I want a paintball gun or something in my car just to keep those fucking rat bastards from touching my shit, dude.
The good ones have a squirt gun that's like Windex and it's like blue, or at least it's like dyed blue water. At least.
Yeah.
I saw one like 2 weeks ago when I was in Austin. Some dude with like a Windex thing in like a rag or something. I was like, all right, let's open up their game.
Damn, that's actually like. People might think you're doing good at that point. You know what I mean? Like that's a bit of a move if you have blue juice in a gun. Like it could be dyed water, but like people are like, damn, this dude cares.
For sure.
He's trying to do right by me.
He's trying to make it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all they have to do though. Like instead of just stand there and fucking like tweak out and smoke a cig.
Wait, who's HLL 1288? That's the name of it is Conley.
Conley Car
Wash in San Marcos.
Oh, the one in Conley.
Yeah, Ashley worked there.
I used to work there.
Ashley worked at that one for a few
years. I worked there too for like a month.
That's fucked up. Hey, bro, no one should have spit on your car. That's not okay. I had a valet try to grill me one time.
But on that note, Conley Car Wash does not exist anymore.
HLL December 88.
We got to wrap up the show too.
Yeah, we do. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, believe it or not,
I probably had like 60 grams of protein all day, boys. Like,
yeah, dude. See,
if I'm gonna get my vittles in, it ain't just gonna be on this cheap juice that old goat man.
Oh, what's up?
That old goat man don't fuck with.
There you go.
Oh, that's Heather.
Now,
what up, Heather?
Now, hey, what's happening, Heather?
Oh, Old Man Mountain.
Was that
you, Jeff? Then
Jesus Christ!
Oh.
No.
Oh, that's Heather. Okay. No, hey,
Old Man Mountain is.
But how did Old Man Mountain know who H Low?
Whoa.
I don't even know who H Low is.
What?
Wait, hold on. Do y'all know it's Heather?
I don't think anybody knows anything.
Old Man Mountain is correct, but now that gives us another clue, like who the fuck he is.
Well, okay, so Maya is a shift happens person, so she's eliminated.
He or she. I don't know. It seems like it's a he.
No,
they know who who knows what the cove is and who Heather is.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know who?
Actually, you know what? It might not be Maya. It might be.
Hold on.
That's some interesting.
That's why they established this thing as a platform.
Yeah. Well, either way, we've actually gone over our usual show limit, and although obviously we could just keep sitting here all night, but unfortunately, I haven't eaten since yesterday, and I have food upstairs ready to cook.
You haven't even been participating, so you can go make a fucking bologna sandwich. Fuck it, and then come back.
No, but also
he ain't wrong.
We have to keep up with. There's other reasons why we have to wrap it up after 2 hours. Let's just put it that way. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
But before we do,
I gotta eat.
Before we can you all shut your fucking mouth for 1 second? Mike, do you
Bresler,
have
what?
Hey, Mike, Michael.
Hey, Sean.
Do you have any sort of
Sean, what are you doing after this?
Are you?
Yeah, what are you doing after this, Sean? That's exactly what I was going to ask.
I don't know why.
Oh, just because that's what I was going to ask.
We can stay on the call. Just end the show. Wrap it up, Brian. Wrap up the show, Brian. We'll stay on the call.
Oh, I was just going to give Michael a chance to share any links he wanted to, but I guess we don't have to do that. So, unless Mike,
I'd like to plug my Instagram.
Yeah, do you guys want to plug?
Sure. I might be careful about what I plug. I just post stories that involve Fester and JJ and some of them Cove boys. Like, shit, I don't know,
man, it's all good.
Plug right now. I'll plug Shiner's Car Wash, new.
Yeah, you got Shiner's.
And fucking reopen. I want to plug
mailboxes, etc.
Wine. Joe got wine. It's fucking what I'm sipping on. I drink it because they paying me.
There you go.
We don't smoke rebars and we don't smoke reweed anymore.
Thank you, Sean. Ain't nobody doing resin around here. So
rebeers, no rebeers, no resin.
When I shine my fucking shelves, I use Pledge.
Okay, how about this? Let's go clockwise. Every one of us gets.
Damn, dude, you keep
I say don't test the boy because I ain't the one.
Well, they won't be testing you with those nipples. I'll tell you that.
You damn right. That's what you get.
Dude, we'll have Mike. We're gonna have you back on the show, okay, or on the podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
In your future.
For sure.
Fucking A.
Absolutely. And instead of the round of shout-outs, we'll just end the stream. So, Mike, thank you so much for coming on. Ricky, I can't believe you made it. Thank you for coming on. And Heffrey, I can't believe you made it either. So thank you for coming on. I
can't believe you made it to the end of the show, Brian.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to not do that when I'm the one running the whole fucking thing. And then Sean, also thank you for being here too. And with that, Maya and all of you other mysterious people in the chat room, please try not to fuck yourself too hard. And we will see you this Thursday with Greg and Gary Briggs. That's right. Right here on the Anti-2 podcast. All right, folks, don't fuck yourself.